Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly keeper of secrets today, because today we are carrying on with our ongoing campaign. This will be the first proper session after character generation, playing Chaosium's awesome Call of Cthulhu 7th edition. We are making use of the Pulp Cthulhu sourcebook with this as well, and the campaign we are playing is called A Cold Fire Within. And with me today are the stars of the Cold Fire Within campaign. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here, and I want you to tell us who you are and who are you playing. And I'll start off with our newest investigator, a mystic who seemingly appeared out of nowhere. First up is Jamie. Oh, and you're muted, Jamie. Everyone have a drink? Timo,
yeah.
Let's hear. I can't hear you right now, Jamie, but...
No, I don't hear anything.
Oh, he may not hear us either. Okay. Well, he's saving, as is befitting for a stage... performer. He is making a dramatic entrance. So let's start off with Sean.
Yeah, I'm playing Finn Fiegel. He is an outsourcing exorcist. You don't run into too many of those. Pretty rare occupation. And
pretty deep in the Kijiji to find that that ad.
Yeah, they never list us in the yellow pages. It's really irritating, but we just have to deal with it in our occupation. And we deal big in fists and pretty big in research. It's also a little unusual combination. But
Sean, are you using a different mic today or no?
Oh yeah. No. The answer is no, but I just messed it up. I'm better now.
Okay. I was going to say, the sound quality is a little different than usual. All right. So the next up, what we said, Jamie, was that you were waiting for the appropriate introduction, as is befitting for your man of the stage character. I want you to tell us who you are and who you're playing.
Can you hear me now?
We can.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, gentlemen. Good evening. Yes.
You're coming in over wireless based on your photo, so I mean it's a little,
Yes, we had a problem out in the field this evening.
Damn Mexican radio station.
I thank you all very much for having me. I will be playing Oliver Ollie Moreau, who is a mystic, a former circus fortune teller who has now moved on and is seeking greater things. So I'm excited to get into it tonight with you all.
Nice. Next up is Gary.
Hi, I am playing Addison Lockhart. He is the aging star of the long-running Broadway play For Whom the Bell Tolls, which you might have seen. Lots of people have seen that one. He's just waiting for the right role to come along. In the meantime, he is leeching off of Lady Avery's kindness, and he is from the farm in Salt Lake, Pennsylvania, and he never wants to go back to that one-horse town if he can avoid it.
And last but certainly not least is Jeffrey.
Hey everybody, I'm Jeff, and I'm playing Lady Avery. She is a magician's assistant, but is currently not working because her magician, the brilliant Bildini, is missing.
Did you change the name again?
No, isn't it?
I rewatched part of the session from last time. I kept fucking it up, and I was changing it each time.
I wrote it down in the chat. So
that's
maybe that's your thing. Like it changes. Like
maybe you don't know what it really is.
Every poster is different.
Right.
I did write it down in the chat somewhere. I don't know.
Well, I kept getting it wrong last time, and I thought that was...
Oh, yeah, you said it wrong every time, I think.
Berdini, you said.
Oh, Berdini. Yeah, with an R. There you go.
So the Great Blendini, we got it.
Yeah, the Blendinis. Maybe that's why I can't find him, because I don't actually know his name and I just say it wrong every time.
Yes.
It's almost a good blathering technique, where you say your name wrong and the person's like, wait, what? And so then you're able to pull off some,
what did you say again?
Right, some hocus pocus in the middle of there.
She is sort of just well off now and living the good life in New York, sort of a little bit friends with the mob.
Yeah. So I think so. One of the things we talked about, we'll talk about a recap of what happened in the actual game last time. But just to give some connections for Ollie here, Ollie, I think like the others, you will be a member of the Open Mind group, the group of kind of like open or welcoming, esoterics looking into a wide variety of different unnatural and paranormal, circumstances, particularly with respect to the powers of the mind. We also have, I will mention, we have one more player as well, too, George, who will be joining us a little later. It is his birthday this week, so he's out celebrating his birthday. Now, before we do our session recap as well, let's get the rolling of luck out of the way. So, Ollie, it's your first time to the stage. So you will not be regaining any luck, but everyone else who played last time, go ahead and give us a luck roll, please.
Can you just click on it?
Yep, you should be able to just click on it, as long as you're not in edit mode. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Lady Avery. No, you want to fail this one, because you get more luck back then. Yep.
Oh, you want to roll over?
Yes, you want to fail it.
Right.
That makes sense. All right, so those of you who succeeded, you will gain 1d10 plus 5 back, and those who failed, 2d10 plus 10. Go ahead and make that roll and adjust your loss. So the blue bar on your token will adjust that appropriately.
Oh, see?
Go.
Just going to roll max.
There you go. Okay. And that's yeah, perfect. Okay. All right, guys. So last time we did actually kick off the campaign last time. And I know we have some Jamie's joining us for the first time. We have some folks joining us in chat for the first time too. What happened last time once we created our characters?
Let's see. We were summoned by the wife of a husband that we know,
Melody Sterling.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. A part of the group that.
If I might indulge in some showmanship of my own, please, for the gathered entertainers here. So there's Melody Sterling, and
looking concerned, I might add, she is,
and her husband, Brandon. What was that? Why did she want to see you guys?
She wanted to see us because of her missing husband, and the rather mysterious circumstances, troubling mysterious circumstances, starting with his erratic behavior and some odd comments by him, and next thing you know, he was gone.
Wow. What else did you learn, or what else did she share with you?
That he made an unfortunate stop by their bank before disappearing.
Yes.
That is
if your
definitely
spouse
true.
is going to disappear, you don't want them to go to the bank first. That is a...
Yeah.
That's something you don't think about all the time, but that's a rule of life, apparently, that we found out about with the Sterlings.
Yeah.
And we, in fact, made a visit to that bank subsequently. After a lengthy visit with Mrs. Sterling to find out the situation, and getting quite a few details from her, because she had already kind of launched into her own little mini investigation. Took it as far as she could, I think, before contacting us, and gave us some good information. We then subsequently went to the bank, and
so let's stay with her first. Okay. What else did she tell you?
Oh, that her husband had fallen in with this, I don't know if they were like a cult or something, or some guy, I can't remember exactly, but he was, I don't remember the details. He was doing a seance or talking to the dead. He was doing some kind of magic or hypnotism or something. Because I remember specifically his brown eyes had turned gray after.
Ferdinand Argus, yes. Whose office is in Jersey. He's a hypnotist, says he can uncover prior lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he fell in with this guy, and there was some strange occurrences that she had noticed, and he came home late one night, and she swore his brown eyes had turned gray.
And that was
It's an
indeed the
important
night.
fact because that's what we find out at the bank.
Yeah, I think that was the Thursday night before he went missing as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then, he came home. He said he was going to go camping with some people.
Yeah.
Right. And see, I think she'd gone with him originally, didn't think much of the man, but the husband went for it. Hook, line, and sinker, I think. And he uses a sickly sweet floral incense and a swinging pendant.
Yeah.
Brendan, she saw that Brendan readily went under. It did nothing for Melody. She's like, yeah, when do I go under? Or something like it wasn't working at all for her. And yet Brendan went right under and started speaking another language that she is confident he did not know.
Yeah.
And
and his eyes turned gray when he was under, I believe. And then she went to Argus's office subsequently after his disappearance and spoke to assistant Percy Langhorne, who laughed when Melody brought up the camping in suspicious terms. And I see he laughed because I believe he said that Argus was it because Argus is not a camper?
Foolish
or
to think
something?
that a man like Ferdinand Argus would indulge in such rough activities.
Yes, indeed. So that was the whole Ferdinand Argus aspect. Then a whole nother one was the League of Forgotten Men.
Ah, what was that?
Founded by Bishop Paul Peter Prang. Anyone with that many parts of their name is suspicious immediately. I don't think I need to even say that, but I will out loud.
Yep. Hosting a fascist radio show probably, tweets that as well too.
Sure, but I'm just saying, it leads right into that.
Yeah. And what did she find about the League of Forgotten Men, or at least what did she tell you about them? Or at least her involvement with it?
Full of disgruntled men and women. I think she called it quasi-fascist. Leopold Fontenelle, is he part of that group?
The detestable Leopold
Indeed.
Fontenelle. Yes.
Oh, yes, him. Oh, yes.
Yes. Speaking of racists and fascists, Leopold Fontenelle is one who was expelled from the Open Mind Group on account of his hard leanings into the racist underpinnings of theosophic beliefs, in addition to being just an otherwise utterly detestable man. She ran into him at that meeting.
We had a small party at Lady Avery's house the night he was kicked out.
I don't doubt. I do not doubt.
He fancied himself I don't know if he fancied. Yeah, I guess he did. He fancied himself a poor man's Blavatsky.
Yes. Yep. But Blavatsky, the great Cthulhu is not impressed by Fontenelle. In fact, he thinks he's a bit of a fraud.
Wrote a number of theosophic books regarding the master race. She went there and talked to Ross Seabrook of the League of Forgotten Men, who told her and inquired, because this was subsequent to, this is once again a group her husband took to that she did not, but I guess she'd been and with him originally, and talked to Seabrook about her missing husband, and he said that Brendan only went a few times and barely remembered him, which I think she was surprised by, I believe was our impression, because he seemed to go more than that. Yeah, I think was the idea. Then
you went to the bank.
That's basically the layout. And then we are the leads we were going to follow up on were his office and apartment. We took care of that. There was not anything, right? There was nothing particular.
No, nothing unusual there.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And then we went to the bank teller named George Hillman. And let's see, who went in? I forgot who talked to George. Oh, no, it was
Lady Avery did.
Lady Avery.
It was a credit rating roll, so she took the lead on that.
Right.
Addison went in and emptied his pockets out. Ha!
There was a fur coat roll, and the Lady Avery was an obvious.
Well, Addison is also a showman, so there was a moth that flew out.
Yes. Oh, yes. Indeed. Besides that, probably, and then on the list, of course, would be like Ferdinand Argus, upcoming, probably Leopold Fontenelle. If we to find him, probably upcoming. The League of Forgotten Men. So these are the obvious leads we have not quite gotten to.
And our day, the day.
Wait, there was one last detail.
Oh yes, go ahead.
That we learned at the bank when he came and withdrew all the money. I asked the question. His eyes were indeed gray.
Yes,
Indeed.
So let's return to our Manhattan map. Here we go. I'll replace your things here. Jimmy, I don't know if you intended, but I don't actually see your camera any longer.
No, I'll reconnect.
Okay. Here we go. Yeah, I've got everybody other. Like I had you there for a whole intro there. Boom, got you back. Perfecto. All right, so then, folks, you went to the bank last, which was, where is it here? Oh, it's not on this map. This is a map, however, of Manhattan in May. So May 8th, Wednesday, May 8th, 1935 is the day of today's session, or at least the start of the session, until the great Cthulhu comes out of the water. Then really dates don't matter anymore. But until that time, and what we're going to assume is, as investigators, just like in all of our other campaigns too, like as investigators come and go, we've got sort of our roster of investigators right now. We're not going to draw attention to when people weren't here or suddenly arrive or whatnot. We're just going to, whatever. We'll keep playing as if they were there, and we'll play as if they're, to ignore them when they're not. If someone joins late, like George comes in, we may do some adjustments to explain what, where he's coming from or whatnot. But more often than not, that's to try and give them something that they were doing that may be able to advance the story while they show up too. Otherwise, yeah. So, but let's quickly talk about all these connections with everybody. I mean, I can think of an easy connection to Lady Avery and perhaps Addison from beforehand too. Because in the great Baghetti, Blandini, Brodandi, he may have been a contemporary of, or perhaps some kind of like mentor, depending on how old is Ollie.
He is 37.
So probably a mentor, because he was definitely in advanced years.
Yeah, Berdini is 61.
Yeah. So Berdini, I think, he would have done like the carnival circuit before vaudeville, before whatever. So perhaps he was some kind of mentor to you. What do you think?
Yeah, I think Ollie did a lot of traveling in that time. Probably crossed paths with him. Might have admired his following and how he ran his own brand, and probably latched on for a while. Yeah.
Okay. And then, so perhaps you and Lady Avery knew each other from when you were quite young, Lady Avery at least, because you're only like what, 20 something?
Yeah, I'm 29.
29. Oh, so you're not. I mean, 33. So it's not a huge age
37,
difference.
I think he said.
Oh, 37. In which case there is. Yeah.
Oliver or Ollie, he possesses real psychic powers, correct?
Bona fide
Yes.
psychic. Yeah.
Yes.
So then I would say that the brilliant Berdini would have been very impressed by Ollie and probably spoke very highly of him. So anyone that he liked, Lady Avery would at least tolerate.
That seems to fit. I mean, I think of Ollie as someone who actually had real talent, but he wasn't much for showmanship. So he wasn't necessarily the one selling the tickets, and so he found his way out.
Twitchy,
eventually.
sweaty performers don't make for a good show. Is that what you're saying? Good stuff. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I mean that could very well be it. Is that the great Brandini went on to like fame and fortune and whatnot, and Ollie just kept working sort of the small shows or the carnival circuit or something like that until he found himself in Manhattan. This is in the bit of the Depression as well too. So most definitely there are everyone is on hard times right now. But let's pick up the scene with you guys having departed the bank. You have an opportunity. Your Lady Avery's driver is still waiting. The expensive car still rumbling away. What do you guys wish to do next?
We knew that. What's his name? Leopold. No, sorry. What's the
Ferdinand Argus
is located in New Jersey.
Yes.
I think that was our next stop that we had planned to make.
Okay. Driver's name is Max. Okay, perfect. Let's see here. So the drive out to Weehawken, I think, is like an hour and a half. Let's see here. Just if you're planning on what to do with your time, let's get some dice rolling right away here. And why doesn't everyone...
An hour and a half. We'll need the snacks and a cocktail at least.
At least. Pull it out of the trunk. I'm sure we have some there.
Okay, let's see here. So they live in Garden City. Oh, that's the Fontanelles. Hold on. His is in... it's the Palisades in New Jersey, I believe. Let's see here. Here we go. The Argus home. Yeah, it's so you actually can go through the Lincoln Tunnel to get there. So it may actually not be that long to get there. It would be shorter period. But is there anything you wish to do in Manhattan before you head out of town?
I think so. Do we have anything?
Not to my knowledge. Yeah. Other than I said, cocktails and snacks for the road.
We could pick some up, or...
Okay, Manhattan to Weehawken is 5.3 miles. It is way faster than I thought.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, this is where George would have been a benefit. You'd be like, what are you talking about? All right.
Yeah.
So to get there is this is as short a drive likely as what it is to get to any of the other places in Manhattan. So
yeah,
what are you guys thinking? You gonna head off there next?
I think so.
Okay. All right. So you pile into Lady Avery's. Is it a?
I think it was a Cadillac.
Yeah, I think it's a Cadillac. And it is a very short drive. You cross through the Lincoln Tunnel and find yourself in... did I have an illustration here, a handout? I did not. I found a lot of modern pictures of Weehawken, but I did not find something of something appropriate to the period. What I can tell you... that's what I was going to say. Hold up. I need you guys to kindly give us... Hey, let me take a look at the... Oh, you know what I should grab is the DM screen. God darn. Or the keeper's screen. I got that thing.
It's got a lot on it.
It does, and it's low-hanging fruit to justify another purchase, so, I should, in fact... What is it? Give me a sec, I'll grab that.
The deluxe edition, no doubt.
Indeed.
Oh ho. There we go. Alrighty. Actually has the chase stuff on here too, so that's helpful. A lot of helpful stuff. You're gonna get a chase right away. Let's see here. Is there rules for... Oh yeah, and there's also a table for horrific dismemberment. Not that that's going to be useful anytime soon. It does not have a skill list, though. I will say that is a thing I do prefer to see on any DM screen or GM screen is a list of skills for the game if you are a skill-based game, because it saves me looking at the frickin' character sheet. Why don't you give us, folks, a... I think it'll be a history check.
Alright.
Yeah.
History.
Yeah. And remember, if you do get a success, be sure to tick the box to know that you've successfully used it.
My history is
So there's a good
amazing.
example of not successfully using it.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, and I'll let you guys all roll with a bonus as well, too. So what I'm trying to get you to do is see if you're aware of the timing of or not timing, like something that's going on currently in town. Okay, so Ollie, we got Addison. Are you just pulling up your character sheet?
I'm trying to hit the button. It's not.
Are you in edit mode?
No. I wonder if it's because I popped my window out.
Oh, could be. So you got a success there, Finn, then, because the 2 will replace your 8.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
If I roll a 0, I could.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh no, because it would still be 9.
Oh.
99 was my alternative.
Okay.
Nice.
Did that work for you now? Oh, yeah, Addison, there you go. Okay. All right. So make a tick next to yours. What you know of, Finn, because you've heard about these, there's been enough talk about what's, with the impact of the Depression, people often are quite happy to find things to do with their time. So, there are people on the streets pushing out flyers, and one of the reasons why political rallies are so popular at this point is partly because there's fuck all else to do. So, or at least for free stuff. So that Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights in a community hall in Brooklyn is where the local committee for the League of Forgotten Men hold their meetings. You would recall that.
What day is it?
It is Wednesday, May 8, 1935. And it is about, it's maybe around noon at this point.
And I assume they meet, do they meet in the evening? Do I know?
Yep, 7 to 9 p.m.
Well, fortuitous.
Fascists are not morning people, so.
Yeah. Fortuitous that Wednesday.
So, you guys are heading across through the Lincoln Tunnel and out into the scenic Palisades in Weehawken. The neighborhood where Argus lives is quite a nice one. It is Weehawken is known at the time as a playground of the rich atop 300-foot tall Palisades cliffs overlooking the Hudson River. Ooh. His particular residence is... Let me see if I did actually load an image. I know I went looking for them last week. 2 weeks ago. But the expectation that I'm going to remember anything from 2 weeks ago to today is asking a lot.
Modest.
Okay, let's see. Okay, I did not. I kind of think I looked at it and I thought about it. I'll get some more visual aids in future. So what you can find is that you can picture that you going through the Weehawken neighborhood or district. What you're finding is these very, very nice 2-story, well-appointed, well-maintained houses. Cultivated lawns, expensive cars parked out front. If they're, coming from the bread lines of Manhattan out to here, it is a marked contrast, and you would think that the Depression was not hitting anyone in America by the way that folks are relaxing and enjoying their, sitting on their verandas, watching the staff, as it were, cut lawns and so forth. And you pull up to Argus's address, And it likewise is a two-story building. It has two big trees, deciduous trees out front, and you think you can see behind. There isn't a fence around here, but you think you can see behind there are two other smaller structures as well. And let me bring you over to this here, guys. Here we are. All right. So this. He's made an unusual design decision to have numbers all across the floor in all of his rooms. But it's you may not be aware of this, it's a very popular thing in the 30s, which you may see in a lot of maps.
So. Very suspicious. It's like having 4 words in your name. It's just one of those, like, it's a telltale.
Exactly. So this is the place. It is well set back. It is well shaded by a number of big, old growth trees that grow up to past the roof of this pretty looking building. And let's see here. It's daytime, so the light is reflecting off of the windows, so you really can't see quite clearly, who's inside. What were you guys intending on doing here?
And this is his home as well as office? What was it?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Like your friendly neighborhood keeper of secrets, he works from home.
There you go. Ahead of his time.
Definitely.
How do we want to approach this? I mean, Lady Avery, you could,
knock on the door and call this scoundrel out?
That is indeed an option. I mean, we are representing Melody Sterling. We are investigating her husband's disappearance. I guess we could just approach it straightforward like that and see what he says.
They're very suspicious. Ferdinand is very suspicious. Is Lady Avery an acrobat? Is that correct?
She's a magician's assistant.
Oh, okay.
She is very flexible.
I was just wondering
I
was wondering how good she is at climbing trees.
You can see that the door, there does seem to be some signage placed in the front door as if it was, looking like you would want to go in here, up onto the veranda, inside, and then, see your business.
Confirming for us that it's an office, at least, of some kind.
Actually, this is, I have some homework for you guys. There's a film called Ouija, The Beginning or The Origin or something like that. It's one of those Mike, what's his name? Mike Flanagan things. Same guy who did Haunting of Hill House, Haunting of whatever else. The house in that, honestly, is very much like this. The main character in that is a spiritualist woman, and it's very similar, where there's a great big room where she does her readings and whatnot. There's a smaller room to receive people, and then they otherwise live in the rest of the house. Same guy who did, what's it called? Midnight Mass, Haunting of Hill House, Haunting of Bly Manor. So it's a pretty fun film if you're into horror. But
what do you think? Should we play it as we're innocent? We're have no knowledge of his involvement, or do we want to let him in that he is our key suspect right now and put him on the defensive?
Well, I wonder if he would be willing to tell our fortune.
Yep, try to put you under. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sort of tempted by both. I wonder, it's given that there's 4 of us. We can't go in right after another, I would imagine. But in any case, we could. It's possible that at least one of us does not go in initially and subsequently poses as a possible customer tomorrow, or whatever. So it's tonight, whatever. It's some separation of time to not make it suspicious, but it's a possibility, because both is intriguing. Although I'm not sure about sending them alone. I mean, I don't know, we'd have to think about that, whether one or two give.
What if one of us went in, or two, and posed as customers, and midway through the session, the other two arrive and aggressively accuse him of being involved, state that they are working for Melody Sterling, that they are looking for Brendan, and that he is their key suspect, try to put him on the defensive, on the back foot, and then leave and see what his actions are if he betrays anything to the others who he thinks are harmless secondary customers, to see what his reaction is. Maybe he slips up in their presence, or does something that betrays some information, a trap, so to speak. He does not know we are together.
We should send in the people that look rich, which does not include me, because it seems like he would be after money.
But you are the best actor, Addison.
That could be the case.
I believe the line is, but Addison, you're so rich in spirit.
I will accept your praise.
Yeah, thinking before we confront him, would it be helpful for someone to snip around while we have him occupied? Do we know if he has a family or anyone else we would expect to be in the household?
Well, if they're distracted, I still think one of us should go up the tree. Two people could go in for the seance or the reading, and then one could bust in the door.
Well, myself or Oliver, I believe, should be there for the hypnotism to see if any real powers exist, and I would have to defer to Oliver to being the better expert than I of identifying what this man is up to.
It would give me a chance to get a read on him in close quarters, which I have some ability to maybe see his past.
What is your are you
I have
what's your credit rating?
Well, I have both clairvoyance and divination, psychic power, so those could be helpful, and if I was in close proximity to him.
And do you look no one is Lady Avery, but do you look closer to Lady Avery, or do you look closer to Finn?
Probably closer to Finn. I imagine that I've got a very well pressed shirt, but that the jacket that goes over top of it looks like it's seen more mileage than most luggage, and so a little bit rough around the edges, but at the same time dressed well, but just not the finest garb.
Well, probably Lady Avery. Then you'll tilt it in the right direction, Lady Avery. That you should probably go. The two of you probably. I think you're the pair. Don't you think?
Myself and Oliver.
Yes.
Okay.
Because for another, first of all, you have you look like you could afford the services, and then the two of you are the best suited to get a read on him, perhaps his bona fides in this area.
I will just have to spend my time biting my tongue.
Indeed. Patience.
Keep him busy.
And then Addison and I will see what we can do on the outside.
Okay. So we see the door to the Cadillac open, and Lady Avery and Oliver, or Ollie, spill out. You guys make your way up to the veranda. You find this big wooden door with a nice big glass pane, so you can see inside there. There is a desk inside next to... right here, next to two seats, which are empty, and there is a young man who is listed. Well, I'll load that into the game.
Yeah,
afterwards.
I'd mention it.
Let's see here, who looks like this.
Ooh.
His head is down, and he's writing something on, in some notebook. It seems to be copying something from one thing to another thing. The way his finger is placed on it, you'd suggest like perhaps accounting or something like that. Because he's carefully tracking something as he goes.
Sorry, what's the name of the actual? Is that it? Percy is the hypnotist?
No, Ferdinand Argus.
Oh, Ferdinand. Yeah.
Here, I'll put it in.
Percy's the assistant.
I'm insisting on
laughed.
pronouncing it in a weird way. So,
Okay.
He's the one that laughed at camping.
Argus. Yeah. Percy Langhorn is the laugher.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make, like, Lady Avery would make sure she knows these names, so I don't want to screw it up.
the name Percy, yes, he is the laugher. That's right. That's the gentleman. You don't know his name yet, but he seems to be working away. So what do you guys do? He doesn't seem to have noticed either because of poor attention span or just very focused on his task before him.
So sorry, I was right. Are we actually in the building?
You are
or
on
just
the
at
veranda.
the door?
You have yet to open the door.
Oh, okay, we have it.
There's a
Yeah,
big-
then I would I don't know. I probably have on one of my fingers a nice enough ring that's got something on it that I can knock on the door with like a good,
Sure.
A good tap on the glass that
So
would
you
really
knock on
get
the
his
door, and
attention.
he looks up, gives you kind of a bespectacled look, and one second here. There we go. I'm just going to grab my image again, and he sort of adjusts his glasses, which have slid down his nose as he's been working, sees you, and he shouts, "I'm afraid we're not taking appointments."
She would pull out some, decent sum of money and show it at the door.
Okay, you do so, and he says, "I'm sorry, we are not taking appointments." Neither of you have tested the door yet, unless you tell me.
No. Do we just walk in, Ollie? What do you think?
I think Ollie would be a little bit more direct. Yeah, he would pull on the door to see.
The door is open.
Yeah, he's gonna pull the door open and for the lady.
Okay, so it opens inside for some fucking reason. So,
And then I would step in, like, very.
it's mean
importantly.
to say, but like, has this person never been in a house before who drew this map? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
Pulls the door open, and yeah, you enter in, and he says, "I'm sorry, forgive me. So if you did not, Master Argus, it is not taking appointments at present.
Is he home?
He is not. He is out of town, and he will not be back for several weeks."
Well then, what is your name, young man?
My name is Percy Langhorn.
Yes. Well, I'm Lady Avery.
Yes, and I'm Oliver Moreau.
Very nice to meet you both, but he is out of town for the Master Argus is out of town for the next few weeks. Were you coming?
A few weeks. Why
Yes.
so long? This is urgent matter.
I am sorry, but he is gone for that time. He does, and he pulls another book to the side and opens it up and flips through. He is back in July. We can, if you wish, book a time. He does have availability for. Is it a? Your
Do you have a method of reaching him?
Ma'am, he has left instructions, but we can book again in July if you wish. But he is unavailable until then and out of town.
Percy, where on earth has Ferdinand run off to?
Sir, so I don't believe we've had the pleasure, and I don't think it is any of your concern where he has gone. You can each give a psychology check, please.
I'm going to give a slapping this guy in the face check soon.
There you go.
Oh.
Nice roll.
Make sure you get your tick next to that.
I already have one.
Oh, okay. Oh, then you actually have to untick
Someone's
it then.
bragging.
If you do
Someone's
two
bragging.
successes back to back, you lose your... No, I'm kidding.
No, that'd be terrible.
So what you are looking at this kid, and you get the sense, like, he's... the way he's reacting, you get a sense that it's not so much that he's trying to hide him from this. This kid seems to be, like, on the verge of saying, I don't know where he fucking is. You get the sense that he has no idea where he is either.
Right. Like, he couldn't tell us. He can't reach him.
No, and like you've known performers that are like this too. Like one of the ways that you keep yourself, you keep your schedule to yourself is that if the people who do your booking don't know where you are, they can't tell. They don't, some pushy person who wants to know or reach you if you want to not be reached. If they don't know where to find you, then you're free from it. So, Lady Avery, you pick that up. Ollie, you still just think this guy's just being an obstructive dick. And I interrupted you, Jamie. What were you trying to ask before?
I was just trying to get to see if we could get Percy to reveal anything of where Ferdinand has gone. Any clue as far as how far away he's actually traveled?
Yeah, I mean, I think with... Lady Avery is the only one who picked up on this. But if, you could try an intimidation check. I mean, this guy is an underling.
Yeah, I don't think intimidation is Oliver's suit. I will refrain from embarrassing myself further.
That is why you have luck, and why they put zeros on the tens digit.
True. I could try a little bit of intimidation, as if perhaps that I know Ferdinand and.
And it's also a good opportunity if you've got something you can, suggest. If there are situational modifiers that can apply, that's where I can introduce a bonus dice, which you can roll roll two tens digits and take the better of the two. So I'm not saying there is necessarily something there, but it's a good reminder that you can take advantage of circumstance to gain those bonus dice in this if you like.
I gotta remember my abilities.
I think, Oliver will try some very shallow intimidation, as if he knows Ferdinand and that this would be readily available information to him, like he would expect it to be shared with him.
Yep.
And see if maybe Percy will submit to that pressure. And no.
Okay, so what do you say?
So, my dear friend, Ferdinand and I go way back, and of course, he was expecting me. I did not know of his plans to travel. Maybe I will find him on the road if you would tell me whereabouts he's headed.
Well, if, as you say, was it Mr. Moreau?
Indeed.
If you say that you're as good a friend of the Master, then I'm certain you will have no difficulty reviewing your correspondence and determining where it is he's gone then. Does not seem intimidated by you.
Lady Avery will put her hand on Ollie's shoulder and kind of pull him back. Ollie, calm down. I know you're upset that Ferdinand is not here. And she'll walk over to Percy's desk. She's going to close the whatever book he's working in, doing his accounting or whatever, and sit down on his desk sort of right in front of him.
Yep.
Put her hand on him. Clearly, this poor young man does not know what his master is up to.
Why don't
that seems the case.
Give us a charm check here. Now, this is going to be, he is not particularly susceptible to this, so you will need a hard success on it. But what you can, because of your talent, you get to roll with a bonus dice, don't you?
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so here we go. So, charm, and it's...
hard, please.
I don't know if I can change that.
Ooh. So.
And 11 is my
that
bonus
might be an
die.
extreme success then. So what is it? He sort of looks up and says, well, the master is not always forthcoming, and I certainly would not review his, and he gestures back in towards the left behind him. I would not review his personal records to determine where he's gone. I'm an assistant, not a spy, and if he does not deem it necessary for me to know where he is. Now, was it Lady Avery?
That's right.
Madam, so I would be happy. We have a space early in July. Anytime.
This matter is much too important and much, much too urgent to wait till then. Now, if you would, what time of the day is it? Is it like lunch?
It's about like 12:30. Yeah, close to 1 maybe.
If you would like to go for lunch, maybe, enjoy an afternoon break, we could just wait here for your return, and then we could schedule the appointment when you get back.
Let me make a idea check.
Catching my drift?
Yeah, I was going to see here. I don't think that. Let's see here. Okay, he does pick up on what you're saying, and he says, "No, ma'am. One of the things," and he sort of pulled himself up from the desk and squeezed the chair as it goes back. I could not. Kitchen is through there in any event, and I will look in the study, and I will see if I can. If it is urgent, as you say, I will see if I can find anything further. So he turns.
Please, thank you.
And he says, if you could, and he gestures to the seats, have a seat. And he
Lady Avery sits in his chair when he leaves the room.
Sure, and he heads in. Yeah. He heads over there, and he opens the door, closes it a little bit. Would both of you give us a spot hidden check, please?
Ooh, I did build this up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, not for Ollie.
Oh, terrible roll.
So Ollie's is off by 18.
Ooh, yeah.
You could spend 18 points of luck to get that to a success if you like, or...
I'd say do it.
Okay.
One of the things we talked about last time, the only advantage to buying the success, one of the advantages is to get the success out of the stuff. It means because it's a success, you can put a tick next to it. And if you've got a 25, that means you've got a 3/4 chance of raising it at the end of the adventure.
It's a good chance, that you would be better at it next time.
So, Lady Avery is sitting at the going to sit herself down at in Mr. Langhorn's chair, so that's why he isn't paying attention. But Alda, you look through, and it's curious as he steps into the study. What you can see, perched up on a, I think probably on one of the bookshelves, there is a slim, long, gray Siamese cat. And then he closes it. And the cat seems to be looking at you, not at Mr. Langhorn as he goes in. Mr. Langhorn closes the door, doesn't quite close the study. And then let's cut outside to see what our other investigators have been up to. So, you guys saw like Lady Avery and Ollie walk up to the door. You see her, seemingly gesturing and talking to someone. She brings a little bit of money out and waves it around. And then finally they go inside. What do you guys do then?
Addison, how are you with trees? I'm modest at best.
I love the amount of tree focus in this campaign. This is already fantastic.
I'm not a climber, but I'm willing.
All right. Well, let's we'll have you give see. So Kevin, what is the let's see. Let me get
to get at these things. I mean, neither of you guys are particularly spring. I mean, you're not kids. To scramble up these trees is going to be a hard climb check. This is a game originally from the 1980s, so of course there's a separate climb, swim, whatever else check.
Yeah, totally. I love it.
How are your respective climb skills, guys?
Awful.
Not strong.
20.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So we see you guys, I guess, get out of the vehicle. Why don't you do this first? Let's see how you are at stealth first. Why don't you give us each a stealth check to surreptitiously creep on over to one of these trees.
This is going to be terrible.
Just normal?
With a bonus. I mean, the likelihood of him spotting you through the window is quite low. Lady Avery, for whatever her faults, is a very captivating creature. So that's not great, but it's with a bonus.
Let's see.
I hit it and it said number of dice. Is that for the bonus?
Oh, yeah, it's 0. Oh, wait, no. I don't think it rolls properly, or we haven't seen it roll properly with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just roll. Yeah. If you don't change it and then hit the bonus thing at the bottom later, it.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck, you actually succeeded, Finn.
I did.
Put a tick next to your stealth roll.
Oh, that's right.
Nice!
Oh, they both did it under 20.
We're like ninjas.
Both of you guys make sure you got a tick next to your stealth roll. So, no one on the street is curious. Which of these trees do you wish to go to? Do you wish to go to the one of the two in the front yard, or do you wish to go to one of the ones in the backyard?
So, let's see. Do we have any sense of is there any is there a window that gives away where we think they're going to be?
So none
it's
of
possible,
these,
no.
Yeah, you don't know the layout of this place, so I'm not sure.
Yep.
I am curious. What is the end game of the tree gambit?
Kevin, there's big plans, my friend. There's big plans.
Oh, I'm dying. I'm sure there's going to be a thrilling.
There's going to be a broken arm involved. There's going to be.
When I heard climb tree as the start of this plan, I didn't need to hear where it ended. I knew it was going to be gold. So, which of these 3 trees? I will tell you that one of them is substantially away from the house.
The closest to the window.
Which one? The left or the right? Neither of these is particularly close to the window near the top. It will involve a little bit of a leap to it. And it doesn't look like there is any kind of, if you wanted to leap onto the top of the veranda here, there is a top there, and there is a window right above for some room. So, you could quite easily clamber up one of these things, leap on over, and then, assuming the window can be opened, you just make your way in there.
That sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah. And is there any way I can't remember, assist? Is there any, give him that classic webbed hand?
I think it just grants a bonus dice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I give you the old, the interlinked fingers footstep. That's you got to get that into the 20s.
Yeah,
or 30s.
yeah.
That's a.
What can go wrong?
Oh, there it is. I was trying to find my keeper's guide, and
nice.
It's the black in the darkness here. Tricky to see.
Stealthy.
Very stealthy. It succeeded in its stealth roll too.
Yeah.
What I was going to check is make sure I'm doing assist right. This is our first assisted roll here. Combined. No, that's rolling more than one thing. Let's see here. Yep. And remember that you can always push a roll as well.
Oh, right.
If you fail something outside of combat, you can choose to roll again, but if you fail the second time, that's when something really bad happens. Let's just say it's a bonus dice. I'm not going to waste time looking it up. Then, Addison, I believe you were the first one giving us a climb check.
Okay, here it goes. Oh.
Go ahead and roll that bonus dice.
This is going to be money right here. Oh,
no. Okay, so 60 is the worst. There is, I think you take 1 hit point of damage just from the you try and get yourself up, and you're trying to grab, onto something, and it's just not quite getting. And then either from like catching something yourself on the tree itself, or the tumble that comes afterwards, you're just like, oh.
Yeah, and Finn's aggressively heaving. He's heaving. He's just get up, go.
In retrospect, I'm pretty big. I don't know if this was the best idea.
I was thinking of how you described the character from before, like.
Maybe I
It could be. We might be hearing some carnival music right now too. Dun, 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 dun.
Maybe it's your turn.
So that does not seem to be Addison. What do you say as this fails to?
Maybe you should have been the one.
Yeah, give me a crack at it. And he gets it, and he gives it the old like, this is key. You got to give it one of those.
Yep.
And yep.
There we go.
Yep.
Go and
I
give us
got an 80 strength. I can throw him up there.
Nice.
Give us a climb check, please, and roll with bonus.
All right then. Climb. All right. Oh, sweet.
Shit.
See if that bonus dice saves you.
It's gonna be, but the bonus is gonna be sweet.
So unless you're investing 21 luck into this, then you likewise take 1 hit point of damage from this.
Is this when we should rush in and on behalf of
Jump through the window? Let's see.
on behalf of Melody?
I believe, Sean, we now have a running theme with your characters and failure to climb any kind of greenery. So.
I think I gotta spend him. I think now's the time.
Okay. So you spend.
So I'm gonna spend it.
Yeah, 21 luck.
Yep.
And you are able to get yourself. Hold on, sorry. It's a hard check though, so you need to get a 10. But it would be 31 to get to.
31. See, that's how the GM lures you in. He gives you a little peek. And he goes, "Oh, did I?"
Oh, it's just a little bit further. A little bit further.
Yeah.
He's like a rug salesman or something.
Oh, totally.
It's my MLM scheme to get all your luck.
Yeah. Oh, you want the undercoating on that thing, right?
No, that stack of rugs, that's not $20. These are $20. Another 10.
So one thing I mentioned, you could also push the roll. You could roll again and then suffer a worse consequence. Either of you guys could do this.
That's funny, too.
And does the push get the bonus die?
Oh, yeah, you get to re-roll the same circumstances.
All right.
It's just...
I mean, it's hard to roll a push when you're that low. Let me think about this. I think I'm just going to spend that giant pot of luck.
So 31 luck?
I'll spend the next one, yeah.
Okay.
And I had a lot. Because I succeeded on. All right.
Yeah. I'm going to make the tick next to climb for success, and you clamber up into this tree and disappears onto it. So.
And give Addison a wink from the top, like that's how you. That's
Mission accomplished.
That's how it's done. Yeah.
So I have good news.
Yeah.
You're only a jump check away from the veranda now.
What's the veranda made of? Like, what's the
wood? It does look like it would support your. This is it's a very nice house. It looks like it's a solidly built roof. This is not like prefab, like thrown up. Multi. What do you call? I mean, the 30s I believe is like suburban sprawl for those kind of. That's the 50s, I think. It's post-war housing is where it's all that shitty construction. This will be a solidly built thing, so it should support your weight.
And there's a readily reachable window from the veranda, did you say?
There is a window on the top that you could easily make your way over to.
Okay. Okay. Jump coming.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go.
There we go. So I think this will be just a regular jump check. What's your jump? Is it 20 as well?
It is.
Let me just quickly look up this fall
just a bunch of athletes.
How far down is it, just for our?
Let me check for you.
Probably
well,
10
you
or
gotta
12 feet.
It's probably about 10 feet up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not.
We're bringing the circus out to Wahhagen.
It's dedication. I prefer to think of it as commitment and dedication.
Okay, where's hazards? Yeah, here we go. All right, I'm trying to see what fall damage is. I think the damage will be 1d6 for the fall.
Gotcha.
Unless it's a critical failure.
Critical failure is 96 to 100, right? Or am I?
Yeah. Crit failure is only. Is it 96? I think it is that high, actually. Yeah. So, go ahead and give us a. That's what you're taking from a regular failure. A critical failure as well. You'll be taking more. All right. So, you want to push your luck? This is where the damage would increase if you fail.
Man, on a 20, it's rough. You know, it's like a low score and it's unnecessary. That's a tough combo for a punch. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna take my medicine.
This is the freeze frame at the start of a film. You may be wondering why I'm jumping from a tree into a thing.
Right. I'll take my medicine.
The guy's not even here. That's what I love too.
Yeah,
Go ahead and give us a 1d6 roll, please. That's how much damage you take.
Yeah, 1d6.
There you go.
Hey!
So you hit the veranda, you sort of slide down the thing, you're like, wait, I'm gonna, and then boom, boom. Lady Avery and Ollie, you hear this thump, thump. And there is that big window outside here. So if you look outside, you can see sprawled across the decorative stone path here is your resident exorcist getting himself up. Addison has run over like, oh my god, what's happened here? It appears as if the tree gambit has failed. You guys look up and can see Ollie looking out at you like,
yeah.
Now, but we don't see at this point the other gentleman. We don't see Mr. Langhorne.
You don't know. This is where we'll be going back into the scene. So you hear that thwump. Lady Avery, you don't see what's going on. Ollie does.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it to you guys to role play out that bit.
Yeah, I would definitely see Ollie standing at the window for a moment, just looking out at Finn, just confused. What are you doing? Like, we were so close. Like, and I think then he would turn around and take a closer look at the cat.
So that you cannot see the cat any longer because of where he's closed when he closed the door.
In the study.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But Lady Avery, like, if you heard that for sure, they would have heard that in the study. And at this point, you don't know what it is. Like, you could probably guess.
Yeah, I got a pretty good idea that it is the guys bumbling outside.
Yeah. But if you look over, Langhorne's not coming out.
I'm gonna get up and go check the door to the study.
So the door, he left it open a scooch, no doubt to listen in the event that you did or said anything. But what you see is as you approach the door to try and get a peek in here is that cat suddenly appears and right near where the door is, and it's open, hisses at you and looks up at you.
I'm gonna say shoo, and is it on the ground or on the
ground? Yeah,
right?
it scoots to elsewhere in the room.
Yeah, I'll kick my foot at it a little bit to chase it away, and then I'm gonna push the door all the way open.
Sure.
And I'll say, Percy.
Okay, so it creaks open, and what you can see in here, there is a desk in there. It's very much so you can see there's the cupboard that's kind of like a roll desk that rolls open and then closes. It is closed right now. The cat has retreated and is sitting on top of the rolling desk. There are cupboards on the side, and there is most definitely there are bookcases in here as well. The cat has retreated to be on top of the cupboard. There's definitely a strong odor of flowers in the air.
And when I call out to him, there's no answer?
There is no person in here. There is another door that's in here that is closed that leads to the room next to you, and that door has been closed the entire time too.
Okay, I'll move over and open that door, and again call Percy.
Yeah, that second door leads into a parlor, no doubt somewhere where he may conduct his, research
Business.
or whatnot. Though light is coming in from the outside, there is absolutely no sign of Mr. Langhorn.
While we're passing through these couple of rooms, Oliver is going to try to look for some type of personal effect of Ferdinand's, something that he thinks would have been near or dear to him, whether it's even just a picture or something that belonged to him, like
in the main room here, or are you going into the study?
In the study and in those nearby rooms.
So you're going into the study?
Yes.
Okay. So you step into the study, and there's that cat is hissing, and Lady Avery, you looked in there. You can see Aldi is going into the study. What are you doing?
Turning around and checking the windows. Are the windows open?
Which windows?
Isn't that like a window behind me?
Well, which windows
in the office? Oh, sorry, right behind me. The
you
one
can use
in
your
the
pointer
office.
if you go to the.
Oh, yeah. There. Did that work?
Yep. So over
The
here.
back one. Yeah.
Okay.
Like the other one's over a desk.
The windows are closed.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I was checking. Like,
Okay.
are the windows open? Like,
Are
I
you
think he
both
went out the
stepping in
window.
here? Like, I guess if you're going in to
I'm
try
in
and
there
check the
and-
windows.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in
The
there
cat
nosing
hisses
around.
at you. And let's leave you there for a moment. Finn and Addison.
So I land, and you know my eyes are wide, and I guess I see perhaps I see
Yeah, you
Oliver
see
in the
Ollie
window.
looks at you at the door, and then Ollie seems distracted by something, and he walks further in. You guys get yourselves up. What are you doing?
Finn had his electrical repairman lines already that maybe he's used at some point. Realizes he doesn't need them. He's like, oh, we can't find some kind of weird, desperate. And then looks at Addison and shrugs and tries to get that shoulder back a little bit. Oh, that I landed on, and looks at Addison like, what should we do now?
Plan B?
Yeah, Plan B.
Let's go inside.
Okay. So you guys both step inside, both a little, worse for wear. Addison, you're checking like, oh, you're going to have that mended. You tore something on your sleeve. But you walk in. And when you walk in here, you see, as I described to the others, there's a set of chairs to your right. There's this desk with a chair pulled back like a reception area. There's an appointment calendar open in front of there. A couple other, books. It looks like there's a bookkeeping book with a bunch of numbers, down on it. The doors to your right and on both sides there are open. There's a staircase ahead. There's looks like a staircase down into, or a door into the basement over here. But the only thing you can hear is the low kind of yowl of a cat in here.
I
don't own a cat and have not ever, so my dog impressions may be better than my cat impressions.
So your cat impersonation is we should keep a low bar. I whisper to Addison, I say, keep an eye out. And I tiptoe, because I'm so quiet, and I tiptoe over to the appointment book.
There's no sign of your colleagues in here. Ollie and Lady Avery are nowhere to be seen. As you make your way over, you can look into the salon here. 2 empty seats, 2 closed windows, no sign of your colleagues. And as you go over, you can see there's a study in there, and you see the source of the sound, because there is a gray Siamese once again staring at you.
I note the color, gray again. And I don't see anyone else in there, though, huh?
No, there's nothing else you can see in there, nor do you hear anything for that matter.
I'm feeling, in it right now, having just fallen and all that. So I put my finger to my lips to the cat, and give it a look, and then turn back around, and then quickly try to do a little scanning in the appointment book to see when Mr. Brendan Sterling might have been here. And like his frequency, depending on what I see.
So, I mean, there isn't that kind of appointment book here.
Oh, okay.
There is, hold on. There. Oh, actually, if you look through, forgive me, you can see Brendan Sterling had weekly appointments on Wednesdays up until a week ago.
And no further planned ones?
No further plans. You can also see that all of the remainder of May and all of June are blacked out, or crossed out. No appointments.
Okay, that's helpful. Because in case he didn't plan on being away, I guess he did. So, all right. Weekly appointments on Wednesday. All right. I will quickly scan the page just in case anything jumps out at me, like a super quick. There probably isn't, but I'm just, in case the devil's on there or something, or
you're looking for which? Sorry,
like if anything crazy is on the page. Do I see any other name I recognize?
Nothing else. Yeah, nothing else jumps out. I made a spot check for you. Spot hidden. Nothing else seems to.
Okay.
Addison, what are you doing while Finn is paging through this book?
Well, I still have that hankering to go upstairs. Perhaps a little bit easier. So I start to slowly make my way to the stairwell and heading up.
So as you do, you look in and you can see that, again, like you just saw Ollie and Lady Avery a moment ago. There's no sign of them whatsoever.
Except for the hissing cat.
Yeah. And you have a full vantage of the study at this point. There's no one in there. The cat seems to move back, hisses at you once again.
Well, let's shoo the cat out of the way and go in to see what's going on there.
Okay. Do any of you call out?
I don't want to draw attention to us by yelling out.
Okay. So you, Addison, step in there. Finn, you're paging through this. You finish up. Where did Addison go?
I told him to keep
You can
a
smell.
lookout.
There's a scent of flowers in here.
And I think about what I believe it was Mrs. Sterling had mentioned about some sickly sweet flower smell associated with Argus's business, or his
very accurate description of the odor that assails your nostrils.
His rituals. And I'm gonna very quickly look. So I've already looked in number 5, right? And no one's been there.
No, you haven't looked in anywhere other than you've been looking at the desk right now.
Oh, just that.
Addison was here a moment ago, and you don't know where he's gone.
I whisper, Addison,
from the room. You look over in this direction, and there's no sign of him in there either.
The stairs only go up. Is that right?
Stairs only go up. Yeah. There's a door that leads down to the basement right here as well.
Oh.
Nothing bad happens down there.
Yeah, basements are great. I'll go over here and take a little peek.
Okay.
I'll try to take a peek.
Yep, you open the door, and it's a dining room. No sign of Addison in there or any of your other colleagues. Where the hell have they gone?
Addison. I'll go over here. I'll come back over here.
Okay. You look in there. Nope, no sign of him whatsoever. Windows are closed. You see a shadow pass across the floor here.
Okay, so at this point, I'm changing gears. and I enter here. No. I go back here.
Yep.
I look in this door and I start calling out. Lady Avery, Lady Avery.
Okay.
So I'm going overt. Lady Avery.
Okay. So your character is, remember, unaware that everyone stepped into that room and then vanished.
Well,
Would your character step in there to make that call?
Well, you just said I saw a shadow, so that's what drew me was the shadow.
Yeah, there was a shadow when you were stepping out here, looking in. You saw a shadow pass across the floor, like that.
So I look in, saying Lady Avery.
There's no one in here, except for the cat. Do you cross the threshold?
I mean, he's a little, that was the first sign of something. Obviously, I'm surprised they're not here, and I'm not sure where Avery went. But now also the shadow, he, he hesitates. And I don't see anyone. I'm not sure why I would go in there. I don't think so. I think I hesitate, and I saw another door. I guess I noticed the door in the dining room, right? The additional door over there.
Yep.
I'm gonna go into the dining room and presuming I don't see anyone again.
Okay.
I go over to that door.
Yep.
And I look into the
no one in there.
No one in the kitchen. I guess I note the back door's there.
Yep.
I see that the back door's there.
And there is a window in it. You can see that there is a little path outside that leads to two smaller structures.
What the devil? And I guess I'm left with going, well, I'm either going upstairs or downstairs. And downstairs, that's advanced. We're going to leave that for later. So I'm going upstairs.
You have not actually, I mean, again, you haven't really seen the entire room in here yet either.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. I thought I was thinking there's no one in there, but I'm not quite sure yet, right?
Well, you'd have to sort of, if you poked your head in there without going in, you can see there is no one other than the cat.
Yeah, I mean, that was my intention, was to poke my head in to see if there was anyone in there.
Okay. No one. Where would you like to go?
I think I'm gonna go upstairs. I mean, okay. I've covered the downstairs as far as I know. I've covered the ground floor, I should say.
So you head upstairs, and again, the only sound you're hearing is the sound of your footsteps opening each of the doors, and we can you can tell us what, if anything, you wish to do in each of the rooms. But opening the there is a bookshelf in the study as well. Upstairs is the water closet. There is a bedroom, which is the bigger room right here. There is storage in here, and there is a guest bedroom. In the furnished bedroom, there is the one thing that is of interest in here is that there is a square wooden trunk at the foot of the bed. 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet.
And so I've covered the top floor, have I? I've looked around.
No sign of anyone.
Okay, this full, now I figured there was something I was missing, but now I've pretty much covered the place except for the basement. Highly suspicious. Since I'm already up here, I flip open the footlocker.
From seeing out back, what you can see is there is a greenhouse behind, and there appears to be someone puttering inside or working inside. There's also a storage shed.
I was like, and I have no. It doesn't give off. I don't have no idea who it is.
No, right? it's daytime, so the light reflects off of the thing. So even though it's glass that's transparent, the light reflects off, so you can't really see clearly who it is.
All right, I go downstairs.
Okay. And then where to?
And then I'm going to go out. I'm going to presume it's probably. I'm going to go out the front door.
Okay.
Go around the house.
Okay.
Trying to give the indication that I haven't been through the house. In essence.
Okay. And
start calling out Lady Avery and make my way back to the greenhouse.
Okay. So you make your way to around here when the door is open to the greenhouse, so clearly this person came from there. This is what they... Oh, man. It drives me crazy that they open up at the top now. What you see is this gentleman. This rough-looking fellow has stepped out, overalls, a red work shirt on. As you're walking out, he says, "Hey, what's your business here? This is private property."
I beg your pardon, sir. Name is Finn, and I was looking for Lady Avery, who was...
There ain't no Lady Avery here.
Well, she was in the house, actually.
Well, if she's in the house, she ain't out here. What's your business here?
Okay. Again, I was looking for my associate.
Well, she ain't back here.
I see. No need to be cross, sir. And
you're trespassing. I got plenty of reason to be cross. Now get yourself out of here, you bum.
Well, this is a business, and I'm here for my associate was using the business. So
go.
And I give him a side glance of annoyance, and then give him a wave. Fine, and retreat back to the house.
Which way are you going?
I'm going to try the door, see if it's open.
Hey, you go around front.
I thought you didn't have anything to do with the house, sir. That's your place right there.
He puts down his can and starts stalking towards you like he means business.
I reach in my pocket, and I'll keep my hand there, but I'm going to grasp my brass knuckles.
Okay.
Be ready for this heathen.
He walks up towards you. He says, "Get out of here now."
Well, I'm going to find my associate, and I go around the side of the house.
Okay. He's following you.
Okay.
He follows you around the side till you get to the front, and if you open the door, he walks in after you as well.
On the porch, I'll say, now I'm going to go in and try to find my associate who I've been yelling for the entire time. And if he's right behind me, I'll say, you're welcome to join me. Maybe we can find her. And I open the door.
Yeah, I don't like the cut of your jib, pal. I think it's time for you to leave.
I don't even know who you are, so call the police if you wish. And I stride in the house.
Okay. He is coming after you. So unless you're going to do something to block the door, this very large man is going to be coming up to you. What do you do?
I don't think I'm going to try. I'm going to be wary of him, but I don't know that I would lock it. I think I'm going to stride in, and I will. I'm going to head for. I'll go straight in towards the stairs.
Okay.
And then with the wary eye towards him. I don't want to turn my back on him. So he comes and he
opens the door. Does it look like you're going up the stairs?
No, I'm just giving space to see what he's going to do.
Oh, his intentions are clear. You're leaving. And I believe the phrase "hoisting by your petard" will be the method. At least if he has his way.
Okay, so I wait by the stairs, and I think we're gonna have at it if he doesn't leave off. So I say, "I'm not leaving without her," and I look at him and I match his glare.
And he says, "Oh, I think you are." Now, what is your dexterity?
Dexterity? 35? Is that good?
35?
I'm just joking.
So that means he will be going first.
All right.
So he comes racing over. Now, he is going to attack you. Yep. So you can choose to... Now, hold on. This is our first time we've had to have a fracas.
Yeah.
So let's talk about scrapping in Call of Cthulhu. When you are being attacked, what you can choose to do is to contest it so that it becomes a contest, and then whoever wins takes damage.
Okay.
But he's actually going to try and maneuver on you. He just wants to grab you. Okay. So. To make the attack roll, it's a fighting attack. It's brawling skill against dodge, or if you're fighting back, then it's your fighting. And whoever gets the higher level of success inflicts the maneuver.
So I could use my brawl if I'm fighting back?
Compare builds. I think you're both humans, so that doesn't make a difference.
Okay.
You don't have a talent that affects your build in combat, do you? I thought you had some kind of scrappy...
Great question. That would be under... Where's the talents again? They're...
I don't know. I think we listed them under... Because they changed the character sheets, they don't have a separate tab for that now. So I think you guys put it under, like, the journal or something like.
Sure. Oh, under personal description is where I put mine.
Okay. Steadfast, talents, tough guy, and heavy hitter. Indeed.
So what do they do? Did you write down what they do?
That's a great question. You're assuming that I should have done.
So let's remember, so when there are special rules for stuff, the reason we're making use of the character sheets is so that we don't have to look them up during play.
A good point.
Let's do that quickly here. Okay, that is, and you guys do have access to the PDF in the game as well. So you could, I believe, cut and paste from the text from those too, if you don't want to type it out.
Sounds good.
Now, you said it was heavy hitter and tough guy?
And tough guy.
Okay, let's see here. There's your talents. Pulp talents. Here we go. Tough guy, spend 10 luck points to shrug off up to 5 hit points worth of damage taken in one combat round. And heavy hitter is under combat. Spend 10 luck points to add an additional damage dice when dealing out melee combat damage. So, if you choose to make this a contest, or if you choose to dodge, that's your action for the round. That is the only complicating thing with Call of Cthulhu. You don't. It's not like you get. You have to take or decide whether your action is going to be spent responding to the person who's faster. So.
And can I use brawl to do that?
You can, to turn it into a contest. He's trying to grab hold of you.
I will do that. I will use brawl for a contest. All
right. So then, go ahead and give us a brawl check. I am rolling in 75. So I rolled a 2. So I got an extreme success on mine. How'd you do? Success on yours. Okay. So you can't push checks in combat. So unfortunately, this guy has you in a solid headlock right now.
Okay.
And your action was trying to fight back against this. Next round, this guy is going to try and drag you to the door. So here's... are you going to contest it again, too?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So here we go. I got a 12. So fuck, I got another extreme success.
I mean, I'm doing fine, but I'm not doing as well as
It's just I'm rolling. I rolled a 2 and I rolled a 12 for the two things.
Yeah.
So yeah, he drags you to the door and he's about to throw you outside. You want to try and resist that, or are you just going to roll with him tossing you out?
I mean, he's kind of a fighter. I mean, Finn's a fighter. He's no.
Yep. Go ahead. All right. So next one, I got a regular success on this one.
Okay.
You got a regular success. So let's figure out what you need to get a hard success. Hard success is, let's see here. Is it half?
Half sounds right.
In which case, you are only 3 off from a hard success, which means you would win this back and forth. You want to spend 3 luck?
I am indeed.
Okay, so you throw yourself free, and this guy looks, he just seems furious and really ready to get angry or to get violent. He's going to try and grab you again.
Okay.
You going to make it a contest?
Yeah, Finn's hackles are up now. I mean, he was trying to be professional about it, but that didn't work. And
I got a 20, so I got a hard success.
Okay. I failed.
No, you're back in that headlock. He needs 1 more to throw you out.
I'll keep fighting.
Okay, here we go. Next one, I got just a regular success. So that means that let's see here. You can apply damage on this guy, actually, from the... Sorry, there's 2 times when you fought back and you were successful, so you can actually apply damage twice here.
Okay.
So is there I think there's a combat tab, isn't there?
There is a combat tab.
Yeah. Let's see here. And you get, because of your heavy hitter, you could spend 10 luck to apply extra damage.
I'm in.
Okay. So go ahead. Let's see here. Do you have do you have your unarmed attack listed on your combat tab?
No.
Okay. Like I said, we're making a nice little to-do list of things to get. Sheet. Okay, so you got your brass knuckles listed on there.
If I can use that.
Yeah. So go ahead and just click on that, and then if you're spending, we'll roll that first because that will roll your damage.
Okay.
And then if you're spending the 1d10, or they're spending the 10 points, then it gives you your extra damage from your talent. Okay, so
I do so. So 3 damage.
Did you only do 3? Oh, it's a terrible roll. So 3 points of damage and heavy hitter. So then roll an additional damage type, which would be D3. There's a brass knuckles. So give us another D3 roll.
Just a clip.
Okay.
Just clip him on all fronts.
Yeah. So but that was the first one. Roll for your second one because you've hit him twice. So the first time you get yourself free by kind of hitting him with the brass knuckles as you're trying to pull yourself out. And then do you want to spend 10 again? Or you're running low on luck?
I know. I am. That's true. Yeah, let's go back.
Sure. So then another D3.
Good.
So the first time you, I think you kind of hit him in the knee, with your brass knuckles, and he staggers back. He gets hold of you a second time. This time it's a solid hit to the jaw, and you've got yourself free from him once again. He looks at you like, all right, and unfortunately, he is quicker than you. Maybe just your aches and pains are slowing you down. You making it a contest again?
Right. Yep.
I got just on the nose, 75. So hard. I got a regular success. Don't fail. Oh my God!
Oh man!
You have been tossed out. That's a critical fail. So you are tossed out. He grabs you and sort of throws you over his knee. You go tossing out and bam, down a second time onto the what do you call it? Onto the veranda.
Or the steps. Yeah.
All right. Now you take. Let's roll some damage here. Oh boy. From the roll. 5 points of damage as he hit the ground. And then on his next action, he takes out a blackjack from one of his overalls. And he says, "Get out of here."
I stagger up a little bit and brush myself off and have a last look, like in the windows of the house and all, to see if I see any movement or anything. Do I?
There's oddly, there's that cat at the entrance to the study, studying you.
I look up and I say, "This isn't over," and then get that shoulder back again.
He just gestures, like kind of waves you off with the blackjack. Car is waiting. If you look behind you, that Cadillac with the driver is still there, but still no sign of your allies.
I'll go back to the car. There's no point in,
Okay.
this is. I have to wait till later on this. Go back to the car.
Okay, so you go back to the car, and what do you do?
His name's Max, right? I think it's Max.
Max is the driver. Yeah.
Yeah.
Max, any sign of them? I can't find anyone.
Looks back. No, sir. I ain't seen him.
And that ruffian right there, I have no idea who he is. He's clearly not Argus, and I'm pretty sure I saw Percy. Did I see Percy like at the door, Kevin? I mean,
You never did.
so
No.
I'm not.
Because you guys
It's hard to
you were tree focused.
That's right. I say it's hard to believe that's Percy. He's dressed like a gardener. I'm not sure why he took such an approach. Mm-hmm. And I try to pick up my ego somewhere, try to find it under the car.
Yeah, what the big guy. You think you gave him a decent licking, but man, oof.
Yeah, I'm not done with him.
If
But
you
in
do,
the
and you
meantime-
got a number, make sure you got a tick next to your brawl as well, because you got
good call. Good
yeah,
call.
you got a number of successes on there. So
Good call. I'm going to open the door and have a seat in the back seat.
yeah,
And kind of gather my thoughts and
sure.
and
So
work
you're
my shoulder a
maybe
little bit.
questioning, like where are they?
Yeah, definitely. But I'm not leaving, but I'm not sure what to do. So that's my position, and I'm also trying to get my shoulder back in place, kind of a thing.
Then, guys, let me bring you over to something. So while you were considering that, where is... Aha. Oop. Stupid measuring thing. Ollie, Addison, and Lady Avery. You are all opening your eyes, and your nose seems to be just filled with that same pungent floral aroma that you smelled before. But sadly, you need not spend long contemplating the odor because of the vision before you. Now first, why don't you each give us a sanity check, please?
You just click on it, right?
You just click on it, yeah. It is only on a fail that you will lose some sanity here. That's pretty close. Hard success.
That's really close. Okay, can you spend luck on sanity or no?
You cannot, no.
Yeah, okay, I thought probably not.
No, that's the one thing you're not able to.
That's
All
what I
right.
imagined.
So all of you are taking this really well, perhaps because of your exposure. What you find is that, allow me maybe to bring you over to an illustration. Let's grab your tokens here. And Finn, while you are not here, let's still enjoy the predicament your fellows find themselves in. You are each finding yourselves floating on an enormous rock, floating in space, surrounded by other drifting rocks of various sizes and colors. The rocks are moving in a ring around a huge yellowish orb. They bob up and down, moving closer and farther away from each other. Many of the rocks appear to have ruins or plants on them, though you've never seen a plant matching the types floating in space here. The air is chilly, but breathable. And the rocks seem to exert the same gravity you would expect from the ground. You have none of your possessions with you, and in fact, you're dressed in tunics with flared shoulders that seem to be made of greasy cheesecloth. Do any of you guys have training in science astronomy?
No.
It's not one that's on default on the character sheet,
I don't think
right?
so. I think this is one that doesn't have... I don't think...
no.
Let me double check.
For sure not. Yeah. I don't think it does.
It'd be one of the sub skills for science, and I don't know what if there's a default starting level for science. Let's see. There is 1%. Why don't you each just give us a percentile roll? You know, that's why they put those ones on there. You never know.
Amazing if someone rolls it.
Yeah, really.
1%. Here we go.
Oh.
98. That's
You
cool.
almost rolled the other way. Oh,
Lady Avery, you are
close.
7 luck off from a success on this.
Shit, yeah.
Nice.
Let's do it.
What you are seeing drifting in the center there is clearly the heavenly body Saturn. The planet of Saturn sits in the middle of this, and around this are all the rocks drifting. That's when you hear the sound of a piping yowl. And there are 6 creatures that look like this.
Holy crap.
There are 6 cats from Saturn on there. And let me bring you over to a new page here. And guys, this is where you find yourself. So, all of our heroes, less Finn. I'm going to make your tokens just a little bit smaller here. You are all right here on this drifting planetoid. Oh, come on, Finn. There we go. Or not Finn, Ollie. You know, there might be a better way to do this. Let's do this here. Boom. Oh, you know what I'll do? Let's do this. Let me make this bigger. You have seen the illustration now, so I can get rid of that. Move the sucker over. I'll make it nice and big so we can enjoy a proper chase here. Now, what you can see drifting in space at the far side of these bizarre floating things is a door just like the one that you walked through in order to enter the study. Now, Ollie, make you a little smaller here. Finn, you're up top here. Maybe at bottom. Let's put you down here. Everyone else is on here. And on that other, I'm just going to stack you up here, guys. Rock. The 6 cats from Saturn. What you can see, we're going to talk about chases in a moment here. But it appears that these cats from Saturn have ill intent on you.
Yeah.
So, you are going to need to, if you wish to survive this, jump from planetoid to planetoid, scrambling across these bizarre things, and you have 2 different routes to follow in order to reach the door, because that is the only thing that looks human, and hopefully not drift off towards waiting Saturn. So why don't we take our mid-session break, and you guys can contemplate your circumstances. So For those listening at home, we will be back momentarily as to see our heroes run from the cats from Saturn. So, back momentarily. All right. Chase time. All right. There we go. It's sad you're missing out to being torn apart by interstellar cats.
Well, I couldn't even handle like the gardener in the back. So.
He is a pretty tough customer, in fairness. Yeah. And you did do, you did do some extra, damage on him too. I think you did a total of, you got him to about close to half his hit points. So,
as long as he remembers me.
Most definitely. Okay. So here we go. I mentioned that this, this particular campaign just goes bonkers pretty quick. 5 fucking love.
It took a sharp left. Yeah. It took a sharp left.
Right. So as soon as I got to the part of the adventure, and then you get involved with the chase involving cats around Saturn. And I'm like, yep, this is the campaign for me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So.
I can't see Jeff or Jamie if it matters. Whatever.
Oh, okay. It could be the. Oh yeah, you refresh your camera, so maybe if everyone, you can see me though.
I can.
Yeah. So
maybe I've always been able to see you.
I don't know. Maybe because I'm the host of the game, I guess.
Yeah.
But so if Jamie and Jeff, why don't you hit refresh on yours to see if you can get everybody seeing one another?
Yep.
Oh, now I can see everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
Perfect. You can see Gary, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, guys. So let's talk about chases in Call of Cthulhu. So what we do is, first thing we do is establish the chase, which we've done. You then make a Constitution roll to determine your physical condition for this. This will modify your move rating. And your move rating is will determine how many actions you get to take in each chase. The cats from Saturn have a move of 302. That's weird. Now they got to move at 10.
Ooh.
So why don't you each start off? Give us a Constitution roll. Oh, you may actually also be curious what that. Let's see here.
I do not have a great constitution.
Oh,
I barely failed.
Ooh. Okay, so Lady Avery failed. Do you want to spend... What that'll do is it'll reduce your move by 1.
So I could spend 8 to...
Could spend 8 to make it success, yeah.
Yeah, doing it.
Okay. So for... Let's see here. On a hard success, nothing. Okay, so success, no change. It's on extremes where you get 1. So what is... If you could put your move score in chat, guys, that will allow me to figure out what everyone's actions are.
Where is move?
I believe it's at the top. It's in the block at the top of what your scores are. 7 for Ollie. Oh, under combat tab. There we go.
Oh, under combat. Oh, there we go. Okay, there it is.
Okay. 7 and 8. Okay. All right. So these things are 10, which means the slowest among you is a 7. So that means each character gets 1 movement action by default. And this is added to this is added the difference between their move rating and the move rating of the slowest participant. So that means Lady Avery, you have 2 actions, and each of Ollie and Addison have 1. The cats from Saturn have 4. So, all right. Now, each of the places you can see there, they have a, or the celestial bodies floating here has a number on it. That is how many actions it takes for you to cross those things. Oh, they have a 9. Forgive me. Oh, and they have to make a Constitution roll too. Let's see. They might fail. They might fail. I did fail. So actually, I'm only treated as an 8, which means I have 1 extra action. So they have 2 actions per round. So these things appear, space and distance appears to be warped in this bizarre outer space experience. But they seem to be about the size of a very large dog. And let's take a quick gander at that illustration once again, because it's just lovely. They do seem to be made of a lot of sharp points. So, what you can also see is as they look up, you can see the disgusting and torn remnants of what you would guess from the suit and spectacles was once Percy Langhorn. But the cats appear to still be hungry. So, let's hear, what order do we go in? Order of dexterity, I believe. Okay.
So can we do stuff to affect the chase or what?
So you can choose to run. With each action, you can, instead of just moving, and you may encounter hazards along the way, by which I mean you're probably gonna. You can also, so you can choose to move forward by 1. You can initiate 1 attack using fighting, firearms, or drive, or you can perform some other action. Now, as you make your way across here, there may be other hazards that come up, because where would the fun be without that? Yeah. The only thing, there is a door on the far side, but maybe you do want to stay and fight these things. Oh, thank you guys for putting the dex in there too. 95 from Lady. Man, she is very quick.
That is her like signature attribute from character creation.
Okay. So then, let's see here. They are. Oh fuck, their dex is 95 as well. But heroes go first.
That's why I mentioned it when Addison asked if she was a climber or something. I can't remember, what did he say, but
I thought she was an acrobat.
Yeah, she's not an acrobat, but she can bend.
Okay, so it'll be Lady Avery, then Ollie, then Addison. Actually, the cats go right after her. So, guys, what would you like to do? Or I guess first off is Lady Avery. So, Lady Avery, you have 2 actions you can take. What would you like to do?
I mean, I think she's just like at the beginning. You said we could see like the remains of Percy, right?
Yeah, these things are still tearing his remains apart.
Yeah, I don't want to die in this horrible place, so and because of the side of the rock I'm sort of on, I'm going to move across the top there, and I'm going to do whatever I have to do to get to this first asteroid thing.
Okay.
Jump or whatever it is. Run. Not really sure.
Okay. Yeah, so to leap across here, let's see here. Numbers refer to, so actually I included the rules on here and didn't black them out because I wanted you guys to be able to understand what the games are for this. So numbers refer to movement actions required to pass through each rock locations. These may be ignored if the keeper wishes to present a obstacle or hazard on a particular rock location. I think what I'm going to do is have you make luck checks with each of these, and on a failure then we'll talk about what the hazard might be, because each of these is from a different unusual substance. You can judge from the illustrations and from past experience playing in my games how devious I'm going to be with respect to each of these locations.
Right.
So,
yep.
So I will, and then.
So I have 2 actions. So
yes.
It takes me 1 action to go to this first rock.
Yeah. If you're leaping across to one of them, that would be 1 to get across to there, and then to traverse it, and then
Okay, and then I roll luck while I'm on that rock.
Yes.
Okay, so I move to this rock.
Okay. you leap across space. Oddly, it seems to carry you. Like there's a weird, when you leap off the rock, it feels like normal gravity, and then as soon as you get to the other one, it pulls you back down again. Give us a luck check.
This reminds me of the game, I don't know if anyone's played Super Mario Galaxy, but
yes.
It's very much like it.
Planet hopping.
Oh my god, that's a horrible roll.
Whoa.
Okay, so I think on this one, let's see what this one looks like here. Oh, get me off the pointer.
Sorry, yeah.
All right, so this one, it looks like it's shelled. It's actually breaking apart underneath you. Give us a dexterity check to keep your footing.
There we go.
Yeah, okay, so even in spite of this being shale and whatnot, it's all breaking away, you are able to keep your footing. You have one more action.
Okay, I'm gonna try and leap to the other rock.
You do? And then, which one are you going to? The big one. Yeah, this one here. Okay.
The green one. I just was putting myself off it so you could sort of. I guess I could be on the outside and then you could still see the.
Yeah, and actually, I've got it sitting in front of me too, so I can see the.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got the numbers. Give us a luck check.
All right, here we go. Come on, Lady Avery. Quit blowing it.
Yes. Barely. For a moment, you think your foot is going to sink into this thing, but it holds.
Oh god.
Okay, next up is the cats. I'll make them smaller here. Only 3 of them are coming this round, and they had to finish chewing, so they only got 1 action from this round. Okay, then it is Ollie. What are you doing, Ollie?
Ollie is going to go in the opposite direction of Lady Avery and hop rocks to try to perhaps separate the cats.
Okay.
A little bit.
Good call. Yeah.
So go ahead and give us a luck check. So you leap. Well, same thing too. You leap out and you're carried much further and slower, and then extreme success. I think you know what I'll say is that as you land, it actually slides with you. You get 1 extra movement of distance out of this.
Oh, great!
Very lucky to land on here. And you have, I believe, only 1 action, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so you land. Addison.
Well, I'm pretty slow. Or not overly, but pretty slow. I'm going to follow Lady Avery and try to get her back.
Okay.
Just in case.
All right. Give us a luck check here. Oh, I think we've already established... No, let's give a luck check for you. Let's see if it's affecting you or not. Come on, Addison. Here we go. Big money.
Oh!
All right. So, Addison, you hit this thing, and the whole rock is kind of splintering under your weight. You're like, oh! Can you give us a dexterity check, please?
Oh.
Only 4
can
luck.
I use 4?
You absolutely
Yeah.
can. Yeah. So you're scrambling. Now, do you only have 1 action or 2?
Just 1.
Just 1, okay. All right, so that brings us to the end of the round. I'm just going to see if we're supposed to go... Let's see here. Oh, that's only for setting up. Yeah, so then we just keep on going, ramp around. All right. So, Lady Avery, you were up next. What are you doing?
Okay, so if I understand this correctly, it takes my two actions to cross this potato planet.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll cross to the other edge of the potato planet.
Cats. So one of the cats is going to leap 1 to here, and then a second one across to Addison. And because, let's see here, make a luck. I failed its luck.
Oh, it's slipping on the shale.
Oh, its dexterity is 95, so I have to roll really. I rolled an 88 though, so I mean, it kept its footing, and they have. That's it. That's it for that thing's action. Another one leaps over here, and then we'll leap over to Ollie. Let's make a luck check. See if it needs to. Its luck is a. Where is it here? Okay. It's a fail once again. Let's make a dex check for it. Succeeds. And then this last one is going to leap over here. Would Addison and Oliver each give us a luck check, please? You guys are the ones closest. Okay, so Addison failed by more. So unfortunately, it's going to be you. This thing, one of them turns, and somehow it's sort of articulating words that sound like they're coming through a wet funnel from somewhere down in its throat. And it has cast a spell on you. So Addison, I need you to give us a power check. This is going to be a contested power roll here. This has a 70, and I failed, actually.
Come on, power.
Well, I'll
failures,
use,
you know what? Failures
15.
always go to the defender.
Oh, okay.
Yep. That's why Finn was able to beat, to succeed in some of those lucks where both failed. That's the downside to the, you don't get to take your turn every time, but as long as you're contesting it, you got a chance of inflicting damage, and it's weighted more in your favor. Okay. So, this thing kind of whispers at you, and something has gone wrong in its calculations, and this thing kind of like, you see, there's a wave. It's almost like, imagine if this thing was not solid, and it was only a skin, and then some kind of like a wave or ripple runs across it. Something has gone wrong with its spell. Then these other things kind of snap their heads up. And let's do this. Each of you give us a luck check. Each failure, I'm sending one more cat from Saturn after you.
Oh, all three of us.
All three of us. Success from Ollie. Oh, Addison. No! Two more are over here. All right. Then it is then it is Ollie's turn. Ollie, what are you doing?
He is going to continue forward. I think he's on the other side of this rock now, so he's going to try to jump to this one.
Go ahead.
All right.
Oh, wait, no, because you landed on that one. Oh, and you got one extra success. I think you would have to spend your
one. It takes one to finish moving across.
Yeah, one to finish, because that one's 3 wide, right?
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
And you're lucky there's nothing here, so you race across to the other side. Addison.
I will use my move to get to the next rock. Is that correct?
Yep, go ahead. So give us a luck check.
Oh my god.
So this lands. Why don't you give us a strength check? Because what happens is as you hit this thing, it's now, instead of being solid where Lady Avery hit it, it's like landing in a hedge of loamy moss. And you sink down and you're having to pull yourself up out of this.
Here it goes. I have a strong 80 strength, so let's hope.
Okay. Come on.
Yes!
So you pull yourself up, and this weird, cheesecloth robe that you're wearing seems to have been soiled. That's the end of the round. Next up is Lady Avery. What are you doing, Lady Avery?
First action is to jump to this little blue pebble.
Okay.
And
give us a luck check.
See what it's like on here. Oh, it's bad. It's gross.
So on here, I think this one is going to the air around this one. There is it's so cold around this thing. It seems to be freezing in your lungs. So give us a Constitution check.
Oh, that's bad.
Hard success. Yes. Beautiful.
Nice.
So that is one. You still have one more action.
She's performed up north before.
Yeah.
She's going to jump to this purple amethyst.
Give us a luck check.
All right. Purple place. Be nice to me. No! I failed by so much on these lucks.
Now, on this one, let's see. I think on this one... it looks like there's a bunch of it hits, and there's this weird tone because it's made out of crystal, right?
Yeah.
Would you give us a power check? It's so soothing, almost hypnotic. But you shake it off. Oh. All right, then it is Cats from Saturn, which was the name of my David Bowie cover band in high school. This leaps across at Addison. Let's make a luck check here. That is not good. So it lands. I need a strength check this time. Strength is 80. And I succeeded, so it pulls itself up. And then Addison, this is going to attack you. Now, I need to know... I think you can still turn this into a contest if you'd like. So you could contest this with brawling, or you could try and dodge.
I'm bad at both.
Awesome. What contesting allows you to do is potentially damage them or hurt them.
Well, let's do that then.
Okay, so go ahead and roll whatever your attack is, your unarmed attack. And I'll roll for this thing's bite. I got a regular success on its bite.
Would that be on my skills?
I think, yeah, it should be brawling under, I think it's called fighting brawling.
Okay, well, I guess I'm not that bad. 55.
Okay, here we go, come on.
Oh. String of bad luck.
All right, are you spending any luck for that? That would be, was it 16, 26? 26, I think.
I think I'm going to have to because this is not looking good.
Okay, with 26, you'll be able to damage this thing instead. Okay. So go ahead. Do you have a damage bonus from your strength? Or damage, it would be a damage bonus from your strength and size.
Yep, 1d6.
Nice. So your damage is going to be... here we go. You have an assault rifle, right? No? Hold on.
I have a Derringer.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you said we don't have any of our items.
Yeah, you don't have any of your gear. I was being facetious.
Yeah. No.
Being a smartass. All right, so then it is a... Where is it here? I thought that it was listed under fist. Here, where on earth is it? Unarmed. Sorry, it's like the only game in the world where it doesn't list the unarmed as under the weapons, melee weapons. 1d3
yeah, I found
for
that
unarmed.
too. I was going to say maybe the damage bonus alone.
No, it's
was
1d3. 1d3 plus 1d6.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay, well, Addison's quite strong.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. It's 1d3 plus 1d6. As you kick this thing. Okay. So, not huge, but, you know, it's something. Let me see if they have any armor. They do not. Awesome. Okay, so look at this. It hisses as you kick it. Then we'll do, let's see here. Ollie, you want to defend against this or turn it into a contest?
What's the repercussion if I don't?
If you do not, it's just going to hit when it rolls, but you will not... Let me see. You might... in a chase, let's see here. Do you need to... let's see. I wonder if you needed to use up your next action in order to do that. Yeah, so the consequences, I think it sucks up your next action then.
Okay.
Yeah, so actually, I won't, Addison, you know what, I'll let you respond for free this time. But normally what it does is it takes your action, so the next round you would lose one action to this.
Okay, and only having one action, I guess it makes more sense to stand and fight.
Okay.
Well, except you'll quickly be outnumbered.
Yeah.
But if I press on and don't engage it, I'll lose my turn anyway, right?
No. If you do engage it, you lose your action.
Yeah, if you engage it, because what happens is if you choose to fight back, let's see, if you fight back or you dodge, you then lose your next action is taken up by that.
Oh, okay. Okay, then yeah, I'll just continue to move forward for now.
Okay, so let me make my attack roll here. 50. I roll 79. I missed.
Wow.
Keeps you at a distance. All right, then to these others. Let's see here. We're going to try and do that same spell. So one of them, Ktunk, is over with Addison now. The other one, I need to make a luck roll for it. It's a 6, so it isn't unlucky. But it did jump to that first one. Not unlucky there either. The one jumping to you, not unlucky. So we'll put him over here. And then he needs one more to move forward at you, because you're on the edge. Actually, same ditto for that one. And then, so there's 3 cats on you right now. Let's see here. Sean, give us a luck roll, will you? We'll lose Finn. I'm going to leave you out of the chase altogether. See if your luck holds out. Nope. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk. This cat is giving chase now, too. All right. That is it for the Cats from Saturn. Is how we would end all of our shows in high school. Our closing song was always Ziggy Stardust. Then it is Ollie's turn. We doing Ollie?
Ollie is moving forward towards this next planet.
Okay. Give us a luck check.
Okay.
Get that extraordinary success again. Come on.
Oh,
yes! Beautiful. Let's do it this way. We'll give you 1 extra success out of for when you get a hard success in your luck or an extreme success. So I've actually banked you 1 extra luck. So why don't you take 2 more actions?
Oh, great. Then he will move. This is 1. He's going to move across this planet.
Go ahead.
Keep going.
Give us a luck check.
All right.
And on the round, it'll be your first luck check you make is the one that gives you the extra success. Remember?
Yeah, right. Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, this one, however, is going to be more challenging. All right, so then as you land...
So you're on the little one. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, what happens is this thing hits, and then it starts pivoting around. You're going to have to make an intelligence check to get off of this fucking thing. So give us a quick intelligence check.
All right.
Oh, because it's spinning.
Nice!
Oh, nice!
You know precisely how to time it for next time. Addison, what are you doing?
I'm just going to have to move my 1 spot.
Okay.
And hope for the best.
Give us a luck check once again. Let's see if you found if this has managed to harden up at all. Success. So it is hard. So you're not going to be sinking in. Okay, then it is at top of the round, Lady Avery. You're on this thing. You've resisted its weird pulsing sound. What are you doing?
I want to look around on this crystal clump for either a shard that is broken off or something that looks like I could use it as a weapon.
Yep.
She's going to take her scarf and wrap it around and sort of wield it like a little sword or a little dagger.
Yeah. Okay.
A little piece of this
It's
magic.
giving off a weird pulsing sound as you swing it too. Okay, then it is cat o'clock. So these cats will move forward.
Does that take both my actions?
I think 1 to find it.
Yeah, 1 to find it.
1 to construct the thing.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay. These 2 cats come forward. I feel like I'm like an incredibly unhip band teacher right now. So these 2 cats come forward, and you want to give up an action for next time to defend Addison, or to just take the attack roll?
I'm not going to attack back. I'm just trying to evade at this point.
Okay. So if you mean you're just narratively trying to keep yourself out of the way, but not taking an action to dodge, then I just make my attack rolls. Okay. So the first one snaps at you, but misses. Second one also misses, 82. So those 2 are gone. Then we've got 3 cats over here. Easy. Yep. And so their lucks hold out. That's 1, 2, to get across to there. This last one, would Addison and Ollie each give us a luck check, please? That is the same amount you failed by last time, Ollie. Or that was actually that was Addison who failed last time. Okay, so Ollie, this thing once again looks, or a different one looks over at you, and there's a strange, like almost like oscillating color wheel that goes through its eyes as it begins kind of and humming something. Would you give us a power check, please? I got a success on mine. You got a success on yours. What you can feel is, does Ollie have like a bad knee or a bum ankle or anything like that?
He does. He's got a trick knee.
So your trick knee tweaks for a moment as you're moving along, and you're not putting any weight on it, so you spare a look back, and you can see this thing is looking at you, but you're able to resist its magical influence for the turn. It seems like it was trying to make your knee go out. Then it is Ollie's turn once again.
All right, he will press forward.
That glowing one, eh?
Let's see if we can make it across.
Yes. Oh, that's a power check you made. Oh, that's what you did last time. Let's luck check. Oh, shit. So as you hit this thing, I think we need a power check on this one. So you went off that weird spinning one. This is just to resist the pain, because you seem to be running through a fiery orb.
Okay.
So let's give us a power check.
Nice.
Oh, beautiful. Yep. But that's the only action I guess you've got this round. Addison, what are you doing?
I am taking my final turn on this rock.
Okay, slowly. Damn this big thing. All right, then top of the round, Lady Avery, what are you doing?
This is a tough call. I'm gonna jump back to the little one.
Okay, so you leap back there. Give us a luck check. Let's see if they're affected by that cold once again.
Please. Yes!
No, you're not.
She's ready for it.
Okay.
And I want to I don't know if this is even an idea, a thing we can do, but I want to try and hold my action with my new little sword. And when the cats from Saturn tried to jump after Addison to this one, I want to try and cut at them or deflect them to sort of knock them into Saturn instead of onto the little planetoid.
So the first one on their round, they spend an action to catch up to Addison and once again snapping at his heels. Oh, first one hits. So Addison, you take, let's see here. I think I've already rolled it. Yes, I have. 4 points of damage. I rolled terrible for damage.
Oh, phew.
Okay. Then the second one. So it's once again its teeth, and its teeth have a weird electric kind of jolt to them as well as they bite into your leg. Second one misses you. You're able to keep your distance. Then Ollie, I've got. Let's see here. These guys can go to here. Make checks for them. See if they're caught up in the spinning. Not. Yes, one is. Yeah, two of them are. So I have to
they might not have the highest intelligence. This might be our chance to get them confused.
Okay, so one of them is stuck on this thing spinning around. Two of them are able to leap across and land on here. Let's make a luck check for them, see if they're affected by the fire. Nope. And nope. Okay. Then it is the last one there too. Addison and Ollie, you're the closest ones. Give us a luck check again. Let's see which of you is getting the ire of this thing. Oh, Addison, give us a power check. Those swirling eyes, having failed to, have Ollie's bum knee go out. Oh, no! So, let's see here. My power is a 70. So, let's see here. And I rolled an 83 on my check. So, actually, I failed as well, too. So it isn't able to affect you yet. You can feel. What about Addison? Does he have anything like a hip or a knee or leg or
nothing like that?
Nothing like that. Okay, so then bizarrely, as you're running along here, one of them bites you in the leg, and you can feel like almost as if the leg shudders just for a second, like your ankle's going to go over, but it doesn't.
Okay.
Then it is Ollie's turn. What are you doing, Ollie? That door is getting so close now.
Yeah, I'm fixated on it. I will continue forward.
Okay, give us a luck check.
Okay.
Ooh, so this one, I think, so this one's going to be a dexterity check, because as you hit it, it splinters off like a bunch of razor-sharp shards of obsidian that may shred your leg.
Dex. Okay.
Come on, here we go.
That sounds damaging. Oh, no.
You could spend 16 luck.
Yeah, I think
It makes everything else harder.
Yeah, let me take it. I'll take it.
Take the damage. Okay, so it's only 1d4.
Yeah,
Let's roll that.
Exactly. Let them cut your legs.
Only
man.
one. So you tear up your leg. You still have, oh, no, that's it for your actions then.
That's it.
Yeah, Addison, what are you doing?
I'm finally going to make it over to here.
Go ahead and give us a luck check, please. Let's see if anything interesting happened. Oh, my God. That cold.
How
I
many
need
have I failed?
Constitution check, please. Nice. Yes. So the cold does not affect you whatsoever, and you are finally next to your stalwart companion. End of the round, Lady Avery. What are you doing?
She's gonna hold both her actions to, like I said, try to like defend this small ice rock from these.
So we'll take it. I think what we'll do is we'll use your fighting brawl, and we'll treat it as a maneuver. So they just need to try and like resist it to try and like twist their way out of the.
Here. Yeah.
Okay, so the first one is going to leap its way over here. So go ahead and give us a fighting check, and the cats from Saturn.
There we go.
I rolled a 94 on mine, so you better get a success on yours. You could spend 11 luck to make that a success, and then you would win. Otherwise, they win.
Yeah, it's gonna make everything much harder, but I'm gonna do it because.
Okay, so you batter one of them, and it goes drifting off and begins slowly orbiting around Saturn.
Yes.
Second one, go ahead and give us a brawl check. I can tell you.
Give me a good roll.
Go ahead and make yours, and then I'll tell you what I rolled.
Give me a good roll. Yes.
That is good, because let me show you what I rolled. A 100 critical fail for this.
Yes.
So you batter the second one, and likewise.
Way to go, Lady Avery.
Two cats. Oh, sorry, Gary, what was that?
I just said, way to go, Lady Avery.
Nice. Do I have some other music here? I thought I had something more exciting. Oh, well, whatever. I'll do it for next time. Okay, so, yeah, Lady Avery, your actions... And two of these things are now drifting off in space. The others, however... They wish to go after Ollie, so they leap over, and then let's make succeeded luck, succeeded just on the nose for luck. Then they will attack. So Ollie, do you wish to defend whatsoever, or are you just gonna? No,
I think for now I will keep pushing.
Okay, so first one does hit, which does, let's see here, 1d. Here's it. Plus 1d6. 6 points of damage. Then the second one, likewise hits. Come on, roll low.
Oh, no.
5 points of damage.
Oh, no.
The one behind needs to make a luck check, jumping onto that flaming thing. He's good. And then a luck check to get onto the obsidian one. Succeeds. You get 3 cats around you. This cat's going to spend 1 turn jumping over there. Failed its luck check, so it needs to make, I believe that's a dexterity one. Succeeded. Lady Avery and Addison, would you each give us a luck check, please?
Yeah, now my luck is so much lower.
Okay, so Lady Avery, this thing fixates its eye on you once again, and this time it seems like the bottom part of its chest is like like almost like a bullfrog going in and out.
Yeah.
And I need you to give us a power check once again.
Come on. Yes!
Hard success.
Right on.
I just rolled my second fucking 100s with the last two rolls. So what happens is this thing does that. It tries to call up, and then there is like lights that seem to like go down its eyes, and then this thing just, as if each of those strips was a separate thing in it, it just peels itself apart and disapparates into the thing because of a critical fail trying to cast a spell.
Nice.
Then it is Ollie. Ollie, your turn.
Goodness. Ollie will continue forward.
Give us a luck check.
Okay.
Ooh. This one, I believe, is that dex check. Is it splintering out from under you?
Okay.
Come on. Oh,
Man.
Okay, then that is 1d6 damage. Did I say no? 1d4 is what I said, right?
Yeah, 1d4.
1d4. I thought so. That's what I was rolling. 2 more damage as
Two
your
more.
legs are shredded along with your clothing. Addison, what are you doing?
Is there any way to like pick up and throw something to help Oliver?
On this one, this is that frozen one.
Yeah, maybe not here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I guess.
You do see that Lady Avery is holding some kind of a shard from the next
Yeah.
looking planet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will move over to there.
Okay, so again, you're carried up. Go ahead and give us a luck check.
Oh,
Would you kindly give us a intelligence check?
No, this one's
power check. Power, yeah. As it lands, there's an echoing sound that goes through this. You stop and are just entranced by the sound. Unless you want to spend 21 luck.
that would leave me with 2.
No, that means you fail on any
Every
luck for
hazard.
the rest of the.
All right. Addison lands, and he almost seems like, you know what that sounds like, Addison? It almost sounds like applause. See, we're looking back, and Addison is just like, you've seen him on stage before, Lady Avery, and you know what you felt when you leapt over there. It seems as if he has been afflicted. Lady Avery, you're next. What are you doing?
Jump over there and do my save myself. Come on, something good.
There you go. Success. So you have one more action. Addison is standing wrapped.
Yeah. I do know because the first time I landed, it rang out,
Yep.
and I kind of have some idea. I'm going to try and get him to cover his ears, plug his ears,
Grab him and sure. Then what, Addison? Because Lady Avery is spending her action doing this, give us a power check with a bonus.
Come on, do it.
Yeah.
Hard success. So yeah, you suddenly, the sound ends, and Lady Avery has placed your hands over your own ears, and she seems to be shouting something at you.
Yeah.
Your senses have returned to you.
Missed the applause.
Single tear.
Immediately wishes he was back there. He unplugs them slowly.
Okay, then I have 3 cats that can leap over and try and claw Ollie once again. Oh boy. All right. Oh, actually, I need 3 luck rolls first here. Failed, and failed. This one's going to be strength because I think those vines are starting to grab onto them. So I got 1 that did not fail. Here we go. Guys, Jesus Christ. I think I broke my dice. I just rolled another 100.
Wow.
Yes!
No, it's not roll
Man.
20. So
It's not roll 20, just the way luck goes sometimes.
Yeah.
So one of them gets grabbed and is not, I'm just going to take it off the map because it is not going to be able to pursue any longer. And those ones around, it gets wrapped up and pulled down into this thing so tightly it cannot move. The other one, 67, 80 points of strength. So it does free itself. So I have 2 who can attack you. Ollie, Here we go. That is a miss with the first one. That's probably the one that was pulled back by the weeds. But the other one, 99, critical failure. So it does not. Why don't you give us a free fighting brawl check there, Ollie? Let's see if you can clark it. Will not cost you an action.
Okay.
Come on, Ollie.
Let's see.
Can you throw a punch?
No. Just you kicking this thing? Unfortunately not. All right. Then it is. That was the cat. So Ollie, your turn now. You want to spell luck check?
Push forward towards the door. Yeah.
Get that big success on luck. Come on.
No.
Give us a strength check.
Let's see. Not his strong suit.
Oh no.
So you are yanked in place. You actually don't get to advance. Okay. So then you guys can see that Ollie is seems to be stuck in place. Addison, what are you doing?
Is it feasible to do the throwing to help out thing at this point, or is it just too far away?
What are you trying to throw at him?
The crystals, like.
Well, so you'd have to spend an action. You have to spend your action trying to find something on here first.
But I guess distance-wise, does it even seem something like that would be feasible?
It could. Spaces and distances here are really weird. I think that if you tried to leap that distance, you would worry about joining those cats that are slowly drifting around Saturn right now.
Okay.
If you got to here, you could probably, by making a hazard roll, leap from here to here rather than to where the door is.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just move
to
get closer.
Give us a watching. That costs 2 to get across. So give us a luck check.
I need a great success.
Beautiful.
Success.
Okay. Yep. So you at least you've crossed there. Then it is Lady Avery. What are you doing?
Okay, first action is to move across here.
Yep. Well, actually, no, Addison, it's 2 to get across.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, that's why I've only moved you there. So
sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. 1, and then you're gonna leap across. Oh, and luck check there, lady. Oh, fail. So this is once again a power check. Okay, you're good. Then go ahead and give us your second luck check as you land on the other one.
Yeah, come on. Yes.
Beautiful. Yeah, so you land on this one and poof, there's flashes and pulses within this crystalline thing as you move across it. But you can't make any sense of what the images that are appearing with each step that you take. Then it is the cat's turn. So we got 2 cats with luck checks here. Is a success and a success. All right, then I got 2 attacks on you, Ollie. First one is a 74, is a miss. Second one is a 90, is a miss. So, yeah, these don't have their chances aren't as. The gardener is more fearsome than the cats from Saturn, unless they use magic.
Yeah, I think they're just being cautious of the vines that seem to
most
have
definitely
grabbed them.
Oh fuck! I've got 2 actions. Sorry. So I have my second round of attacks. 58 is a miss, and then the second one is 82 is a miss as well.
Oh wow.
Okay, so you're keeping all the, even though, and you can picture like this, these vines are still all moving and writhing, so it's like they're like, ow, and you're pulling back a little bit, and then ow, on your arm, and you've just moved your arm out of the way, and it's just out of the mouth of these things. And what it's maybe more, I don't know if this is more disturbing or not, their mouths bone dry. There's no like slobber or anything coming out of them. It's almost like they're made of some kind of unnatural material. Ollie, your turn. What are you doing?
Towards the door.
Okay. Go ahead and give us a luck check.
Oh,
so strength check, Ollie. Come on.
my luck has run drier than the Saturn cat's mouth. What was it again? I'm sorry.
You can give us a strength check.
Strength. Okay.
Come on, Ollie. Oh no! Unable to advance. All right. Then Addison, what are you doing?
I'm going to make my leap over.
Okay. Give us a luck check, please. Come on. Where's that nat 1? Oh. So here, what appears as you land, there's a flash from underneath you. And what you can see, who is it that... Oh, you know what it is? You see your sister. Her face, as if she is standing on the other side of a glass pane, and somehow gravity is impossibly operating in the opposite direction. For this one, why don't you give us an education check? By this point, I think you know the tricks that this place is playing on you. Let's see if science will avail you.
Oh.
I spent 11 luck.
I don't think I'd make it. I don't think I'd make it across if I spent any more luck.
Okay. So then you land. You're going to have to spend one action next round trying to rationalize with her, trying to speak to her. Okay, then it is top of the round, Lady Avery.
Okay, jump to the last comet thing here.
Gives a luck check.
Please. Yes.
You get one extra action this round, so you have 2 more actions.
Oh, that's amazing. That means I can move across here.
Yep.
And try to make this miracle jump to over here.
To Ollie. Okay, give us a luck once again.
Come on.
Wow.
Come on. Please. Roll 20.
No! Give us a strength check, please.
Oh, God. I'm so weak. Oh, I'm so close.
One of your actions next round is taken to try and free yourself.
Yeah.
Then it is cat time. So let's see here. Let's make a luck checks for the cats. One fails, so strength check. Fails. One of them is pulled down. Actually, it's a crit fail. One of them is pulled down. And Sean, give us a 1d6 roll, please.
Okay.
Let's do some damage on this thing. Yeah, that's the stuff. One of its paws kind of breaks and bends over in a direction it does not look like it was intended to bend. Perhaps a fate for you if you guys critically fail on these things. Then the next one does get is lucky, so it will try and maul Ollie once again with its first action. That is a miss. Second action, we go miss once again too. Ollie, you're somehow lucking into missing these things. Then, Ollie, you're up next. What are you doing? Lady Avery's on your side and is as trapped as you are.
Oh man, she came to my rescue. So I'm going to try to jump for the door while I can.
You got this, Lady Avery? Give us a luck check.
You got this.
Yeah, we'll see.
Come on.
God.
Strength check, please.
Goodness.
Oh,
Not at all.
Like, you and Lady Avery are trapped next to each other, grabbed by these hideous vines. I say hideous because as they sort of bend, you think you can hear them whine, almost like there's a cry coming from within them. Addison, what are you doing? Oh, yeah.
Did you say I have to reason with...
Yeah, what do you say to your sister?
Just where are you? How can I help you?
She's pounding on the glass like...
Okay. Can I smash the glass?
You can try. Give us a strength check. So we'll count this as your luck. You hit it, it shatters, and you realize you see the illusion. Like, what am I heard applause a moment ago. I'm seeing her here. This is all nonsense. You could choose to make a luck check, try and jump across to that next one.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you.
Nice. You land without incident. You are one. Yeah, you got a one traversal and then one round away from the door. Lady Avery.
So you said I have to roll to break free?
Yes.
Okay. So it's like luck and then
no,
strength,
for this one. So you
strength?
are currently held in these things. You have to spend one action. You just lose basically one of your two actions. And,
okay.
Yeah. Then go ahead and give us a luck.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say, like, since her strength isn't good, but she's holding this sort of crystalline sword, she cuts away some of the vines to free herself.
Yep.
And then she's going to attack one of these cats from Saturn.
Go ahead and give us a fighting brawling check.
Yeah, come
And
on.
let me make the.
Big money.
Will this thing try and defend?
Big money.
Is it the one that's trapped or the one that is not?
Well, the one that is injured.
Yep.
Might as well finish one of them off.
Go ahead. It can't defend then.
Oh no, I'm not going to do that right now because I'm almost out of luck. Brawl, submit.
Go.
Ah, success.
That's a hit. Do you have any bonus to damage?
I don't believe so.
The only reason you might is because of your size. Because your size is pretty big. Although your strength is pretty small, so maybe.
Yeah, my strength is really small.
All right, so let's give us a 1d6 roll.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just click on light sword because I think that's
Lady
exactly
Avery
what it
is an
does.
ass kicker. You got a 75 in it. Oh my god! So that's
Yeah,
4.
she's trained in sword fighting. That's sort of the character.
Okay, so
thing
yeah,
that I gave
you
her.
hack down into her. I forgot about that. Yeah, this thing, jagged bit of crystal, it hits into this thing. And there's that weird pulse, and it almost looks like the skin. It doesn't so much cut as it retreats from it. So it tears a hole in it as if like it was magnetically repelled.
Nice.
The way this thing screeches in response, though, most definitely sounds like you've cut it.
Right.
So, Lady Avery, that's it for you. Then it is the cat's turn. This one's going to try and get itself... Well, spend one round to get itself free. I got to roll 9, yeah, so extreme success. It's going to leap onto you, Lady Avery. Do you want to give up an action next round to turn this into a contest?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah, okay. I got a fail, so as long as you got a success, you'll do... And you click on your light sword damage.
Yeah, because then it auto does the whole
Yeah,
thing.
the attack. Come on.
Yes.
So what is it? I think what you do is as you hack into this thing, give us some bizarre description of how this thing disintegrates.
Yeah, like I think that she's kind of seen what it does, and so like as this thing comes at her, she sort of like instead of attacks normally, she kind of like swirls the sword like you would a wand or something, and like sort of unravels this cat from
almost
Saturn.
like a painter, you know, or like a polisher, like smearing paint. It just peels and twists this thing up, and then it drifts off into the void.
Nice.
Then my next one, let's see here. Luck check for it. Failed. Needs to make a strength check. Succeeded with an extreme success. Ollie, it's coming after you once again. I hit. Let's see here.
Oh no, don't do 9. Don't do 9.
Oh, so this one, it actually manages to get you right in the gut. And as you sort of pull to the side, it tears out. And you can feel like something important is getting loose in there. But you are able to pull yourself free. Ollie, you are up next.
Oh, gosh. I guess with his remaining life and luck, he is going to leap towards the study door.
Okay, so give us a luck check.
Come on. Gotta beat one of these.
Oh, there you go. So you
needed.
leap off and you land at this, and then Ollie explodes into a mist of gore. No, I'm kidding. He disappears. Okay. So he lands and vanishes. Addison, you're up next. What are you doing?
I have one more traverse on this.
Come on, luck. Let's see. Get that big one. We haven't seen what horse. Hard success is
that's a double move.
One extra move. You leap through the door. Poof. Likewise, Addison vanishes. Top of the round, Lady Avery.
Well, she's now seen that Ollie made it out alive, so she's going to turn and try and leap through the door as well.
Give us a luck check here. Because you only got one action left right now.
Oh, she is stuck.
Strength check. Let's see if you can get yourself free of these grasping.
Yes!
There you go. So you leap and head out. Then, with the yowling of your hideous pursuers behind you, all three of you awaken on the floor of the study.
Back in our normal clothes.
Back in your normal clothes.
Stuff.
You see, I guess first off, the first thing that hits you is the scent. There is an overpowering stink of that floral odor that hits you from before. There is a light green dusting of pollen across all three of you. And in the corner is a dead cat. None of you have taken damage. Anyone who has taken damage, get yourself back up to full.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, wow. Do we see each other?
Yes, you all open up and you all have this panicked look in your eye like, did that just happen? And
Yeah.
guys, when you would you each, hold on, I think I forgot to do this. You know, normally what you would do is you would gain some sanity back, but I think I forgot to make you make sanity checks against the cats from Saturn.
No, we did. When we first landed there.
That was just arriving there. That wasn't seeing them.
that was just arriving there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're each.
Yeah, we only rolled once. Yeah.
Well, let's do this. Because what this might do is it might allow you to gain more sanity back in a net. So why don't each of you who were in the chase in Saturn, each of you give us a sanity check.
Okay.
Because you lose nothing on a success. No problem. Now.
Wow. We are just like unfazed by this crazy fever dream that we all had.
Each of you now regains, so add 1 to your sanity total.
Cool.
I think we chalked this up to having absinthe at Lady Avery's apartment once. Just shake it off.
So, okay.
Is it 1 to the total?
To the maximum.
Yeah, to the maximum. But you don't gain it, or you do?
It's like every advertisement in the 90s. To the max.
Like, do you go to 71 out of 71
yes.
then?
Yeah, you go to 71. Yeah.
That's what I meant. Like, you gain it and earn it.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So then, as you guys are blinking and opening your eyes, what you can see is that there's that desk that's in there, and I guess you're looking around, and you can hear that someone is shouting at someone, and you hear the voice that shouts back is for sure Finn. And he says something about, this is not the last you've seen of this, or this isn't over. And then you hear the slam of a door and the stomping of heavy footprints that are heading seemingly elsewhere in the house and away from you. And then you hear the slam of a door out back. And if you guys spy out, what you see is that stocky man seems to be... he actually... Why don't... let's see here. I think it is listen is what I want you guys to use. There's a listen skill, isn't there?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Under languages.
Okay. Languages of listening.
Yeah.
It's like
He wants to roll listen?
something that a dime store therapist tells you. The real language is listening. Okay, let's see. Great.
Ooh.
So, Addison and Ollie, what you hear is this...
Lady Avery heard.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Addison and Lady Avery. What you hear is someone picks up... You hear the ring, like the dialing of the kind of clicking of a phone being dialed. Yeah. It's Terry. Get the boys and get over here. Yeah. You know. It's what Seabrook said. Okay. He hangs up the thing, and you hear sound of footfalls coming back in this direction. Do you guys wish to do anything?
Ollie wants to go to the desk and try to open it.
Okay. Are you making any effort to... These are wooden floors. Are you making any effort to try and be quiet here?
He'll tiptoe, yes.
Okay. So you can make a stealth check with a bonus. Because this guy's not really paying attention to you.
And what I'm going to do is I want to try and race through the house to get to the back door before him and lock it.
Well, so he hasn't left. He's walking elsewhere in the house. Like he's coming back.
Oh, I thought he was outside.
No. Sorry, I misspoke. He came in here, made a phone call, and he seems to be walking out once again.
Okay. Well, I could still try to make it to this door between 1 and 5.
Yeah. Go ahead. If you're going to make your way, are you trying to be quiet at all?
I mean, I could try. Yes, probably.
Okay.
I don't want to alert him that I'm running there to beat him to that door. That's for sure.
Well, I mean, if you're running, you're running. Like, you can't really quietly run across.
I would just do it as quickly as I can. Yeah.
Okay. And which doors are you trying to run to?
The door that goes between room 5 and room 1.
Okay.
Like the office and the whatever. I don't know what's out there. I haven't been out there.
Yeah. So give us a let's see here. I think.
Yeah, I'm essentially trying to close and lock that door before.
Yeah, just give us a con check.
Gets me. Constitution?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you made your way to that thing.
Nice roll.
So you race your way over, and what you can see is, I'm going to make a listen check with a bonus for this guy, because you are making a lot of noise.
Oh yeah, I'm probably even like doing
he definitely hears you.
A Dukes of Hazzard hip toss over the desk.
Yeah, so what you see is as you race you race across, you see that it's that same man, the same guy in the overalls and the red work suit.
Yeah.
Who he is walking off in this direction, like around the table, as if he's going to this window here, and then he looks over. He's like, "Hey." Kind of points at you, and then you slam the door shut. Yeah. Finn, what is better for you, spot hidden or listen?
Ooh. You know, these are as an exorcist, these are both important to me. And my listen is 70, and my spot hidden is 71.
Ooh, why don't you give us a spot hidden check?
Okay. Oh, there you go.
So here's what happens: is we are picking back up where we left you. You threw the door open. You sat down in the thing, and like you're sort of sitting with the door open, like where the hell did they go? And then you see. Because
I did start to look for those snacks. Just started to those snacks.
You sort of looking, and then you look over, and what you see is the shade of the tree. Much as that cursed tree was the bane of your existence before, because of the shade it casts for the sun, you're able to see in through that front door now. And what you see, because remember, there's that big, there's a wooden frame in it, and there's a glass way. You see Lady Avery run across, and then slam the door shut. And there you're like, wait, what is... And you can see your friend in the suit. He's right about here at this window. And he's looking over like, what is going on? Addison, we've sort of left you in the lurch here. What are you doing while Aldi has snuck over to the desk? What are you doing?
Well, I hear the commotion and follow Lady Avery.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just preparing to have combat, I think, at this point.
So you get out and you're looking around like, what is... So you're getting ready to beat someone up. Finn, you can see Addison's in there too. Finn, what are you doing?
I was about to relax. Like, not that much time's passed for me, so I'm like,
It must be the basement. You didn't go in the basement.
And so I lurch out of the car and I see him to Max, and then I lumber towards the...
Sure, give us a Constitution check. Let's see how fast you can get up there.
All right.
You're at the door and in it. You are just sprint over there, and you burst in, so you can see Addison, and they're in here, and it's just as I described. There's like a kind of a patina of this yellowish pollen on all of them. So let's go in order of what is Finn's dexterity again? 55.
Finn, no, that's kind of you, but Finn's 35.
Addison, is your dex equal
40.
to or less than 40? Okay, so Finn is last. All right. Very polite of you to let everyone go before you, Finn. I appreciate your Irish
it's only right.
manners.
It's only right. Yeah.
All right, so let's start with, we'll go in dex order here, and just tell us how we're doing. Lady Avery, what are you doing right now?
She's probably saying to everyone in the room, "Who is that goon? He's called for reinforcements."
Addison, you heard him on the phone for this as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you just holding the door, Lady Avery?
I mean, if there's not a lock, then I'm guessing I'm
Give
just
us a
holding
luck
it.
check. Let's see if there's a lock.
Yeah. All right, come on, Lucky, the lock.
Oh.
Okay, so no, there's no. Maybe you know what there is. It's so close. There is one, but there's no key in it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
It's on the other side. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna have to hold this door to be contested strength against this goon to try and hold this door shut. So, Lady Avery, next up is Ollie. So, Ollie, you can hear this commotion. It seems like there is very little to delay things here. If you start looking through the desks, the drawers, there are. Let's see here. There are letters in one drawer. There's a sheet of lined paper and a scroll in another. And
Grab it all.
yeah, so there's that papyrus scroll, there's that and whatnot, and there is a bookshelf. So this round, do you want to just grab the shit that you find out of there?
Yeah, any interesting papers with writing that I think are notes.
Yeah.
I'm just stuffing all of that into my suit
Okay,
pockets.
so this round, there's other places in the room you could look. Right now, that's what you've done, is you've emptied out, you've grabbed those things and whatnot, and you're scrambling them into your hand. Next up is Addison. What are you doing?
Can I assist with the door?
Yes, absolutely. So, Lady Avery. Actually, I think Addison is stronger than Lady Avery, right?
If he reaches the door this round, she would step aside to let him hold it.
Then if you help, we'll give him a bonus dice.
Yeah.
Okay. So two of you are sort of holding the door. Then it's Finn. What are you doing, Finn?
So I see Oliver ransacking. Is that
You can
correct?
hear him, there's the rolling desk and whatnot. I'll let you for free step forward. So if you walk up to here, you can see Ollie is in there grabbing shit from this desk, and there is a bookshelf in there that he doesn't appear to. And that cat has died, and it looks like it's died years ago because it's all desiccated and shrunken and discolored.
I think I'm going to step forward up to Lady Avery.
Finn suddenly disappears. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally.
Back to the cat chase.
My turn to the ring.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No. I step up to Lady Avery and I say, "Go help Oliver," and I'm looking to take her place.
Okay, perfect.
So
Yeah,
get over there.
I mean, really, I'm hoping for round two. I'm kind of hoping to fail on this door.
Yeah, I don't let him in.
Here's what I'll make it interesting is that I will. So by doing this, you'll automatically grant a bonus dice on a success. We'll give 2 bonus dice because in this game you can give shit tons of bonus dice. But it does leave you open for a critical fail, which means that you may be imposing a whatever the opposite of bonus dice is. Penalty dice.
Penalty dice.
Yeah.
Tell me again. What do I do here?
Oh well, that's only on your. It's only once he tries to contest it.
Got it.
Yeah. This thug will go last. Oh well, actually, technically at the top of the round. So he comes racing over now, and Lady Avery has stepped back. Oh, Lady Avery. Hold on, Ollie. What is your dexterity again?
50.
Okay, yeah. So he goes after. All right. So the Taylor, I think his name was. Is that right? Did I remember it correctly? Let's see here. Terry. It's just like as if he's the great Ben, Baghetti.
Yeah.
All right, so then it is Lady Avery. You're up first. What are you doing?
Oh, okay. So what she's gonna do. I'm not sure how far she can go. She's gonna actually run out the front door back to the car.
Okay. Yep. So you race out to the door to the car. Next up is this guy. Okay, so now it's going to be a contested strength roll. First thing we'll do is see how many bonus dice that Addison is working with. Finn, would you give us a strength check, please?
Nope.
That is a fail. So you're just getting 1 bonus dice right now, Addison. Give us
I think I was late. I didn't quite get to the door.
Yeah.
Didn't quite get my hand on it.
Yeah, right. As he's adjusting his brass knuckles on.
Or so you're trying to grab onto it. Addison's like, why are you holding my hand?
Yeah.
All right, I
There you
rolled
go.
an extreme success on this.
Oh.
But you got a bonus dice, so you get 1 bonus dice.
No.
That is not the one you want to
No.
use, though.
No.
So he yanks the door open, and he sees you there. So that's what he had to do. The door is out of your hands. Ollie, you're up next. What are you doing?
I'm gonna take a closer look at the bookshelf now and see what's up there.
Give us an occult check, please.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh,
See, you're looking
beautiful.
over here, and there are a couple. There's a couple copies of Fontenelle's books. 3 copies of those books by Fontenelle, which, like, it's strange that that this Argus fellow, Ferdinand Argus, has copies of Fontenelle's book. So there's those 3. Those are the ones that stand out, and as does, though, a copy of, let's see what this looks like. Gotta love magic books. It's one of the other signature things for those who haven't played Cthulhu before. Finding Cthulhu tomes. Big part of the game. Usually also a source of doom for characters. I'm sure you'll be fine, though. Ooh. Yeah, this one is... I'm trying to see what form it's in here. There is a scroll. An ancient, looks like Roman scroll.
I will grab as many of these books and scrolls that I can handle.
Let's see here. I'm trying to... Okay, so yeah, you grab a bunch of those, and then your hands are full right now. You've grabbed seemingly everything available. Then it is Addison's turn. What are you doing, Addison?
Well, he's through the door now, correct?
He's thrown the door open, so you're basically facing one another. And again,
I wanna brawl with him.
Fuck yeah. Okay. He wants to brawl with you. So here's a reminder what this fellow looks like.
Mm-hmm.
The cat is less lively now. His brawling, let's see here, I think it's a 75.
Okay.
So go ahead and give us a... I think if you have it under your combat, go ahead and make your check there. I got a hard success on mine.
So
She swings. That means you try and swing at him. He sort of counters and then poof, hammers you in the face. And you take 1d3 plus 1d6 damage. So let's see what this is.
Ooh. Man,
He's a big
hard.
guy. That damage bonus really adds up in this game.
Oh, yeah.
He hits you across the face. 5 points of damage. Then it is Finn's turn.
I say round 2, and I step in and take a swing with the brass knuckles.
Round 2, boyo.
Oh yeah, sorry, bad accent. Round 2.
Love it. Okay, so he's going to defend as well. Let's see here. And I'll actually give you a bonus dice because you were now outnumbering him. I got a regular success on mine. Go ahead and roll that bonus dice. Already a hard success. Let's fish for that crit success, though.
No.
That is a 9. That is a crit success. So roll your damage.
All right.
For your
That's
and your I'm
fantastic.
assuming your brass knuckles are still on, so just roll that.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, roll that. We'll take the extreme result. Why didn't it give the extreme
So
result?
You have to, yeah. It only does that if you get the extreme success when you roll that.
Well, let's just sit
thing.
here and keep rolling into. No, I'm kidding. We'll figure out what. What is the extreme success? Here we go. Extreme success only occurs. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so extreme level only occurs on your turn, which this is, and then it does increased damage. Where is it here? Oh, you treat the rolled dice as maximum and then roll your damage bonus. So what would be the maximum damage you could roll in this? Would be 3, 4, plus you rolled a 3, 7. So that is the next one. That is actually with 7 points of damage. What does it look like as you knock this guy out?
Just a clean brass knuckles on the chin. You know, his head turns and he just goes down.
Down. Round 2, Boyle. Bam! You sucker punch him on the side, and this guy goes down like a sack of potatoes.
And I break into ridiculous brogue that no one can understand as I look down at him and give him a good, like
shouting at him, and like not a single word of it is English. Right. It's not Gaelic either.
Did ya? Yeah.
So Ollie, you run out with a stack of books and kind of look down, and there's this out cold guy that Finn is screaming at, and Addison is sort of like rubbing his jaw. This guy's unconscious, so like, what would you guys like to do next?
Well, I think outside you see Lady Avery has like leaned in the door that what Finn left open as he ran back in.
Yep.
And she looks at Max and she says, "Be ready to make a quick exit."
Okay.
And a little aside about Max, he works for Lady Avery, but you get the distinct impression that he might be in the family or something a little bit more than your average driver.
I may have been trying to do my like quasi, Brooklyn accent with him, because he definitely, Max for sure has some connections. When
maybe you see him like tightening up his leather gloves, his leather driving gloves,
and you hear a vroom, that Cadillac engine just really roars up.
And then you see her pull out a sort of a thin sword from like maybe behind the seat or something. She draws it out and she will head back in.
Okay. So then what is happening inside? Once Addison has regained his senses and Finn has finished his victory dance, Ollie, I think you pass Lady Avery as you're running out with all this stuff.
Not a dance, it's a jig. It's a jig. Jig.
Yeah, I think like Ollie would pass Lady Avery on the way as she's coming in. He's going out with the books, and he just kind of looks at her and says, "There is no higher power than truth." It just carries on, to the car with this stack of books.
Finn, would you give us an idea check, please?
Ooh, let's see. Where might
I think it's up near the main.
It's actually called. It says idea. It's not something else.
Yes, it says idea. Yeah, it's one of your. I don't know unless I'm hoping it's on the character sheet. It's one of the. So it'll be near like no, like KNOW. Let's see here. Here, I'll take a look at.
Is it a skill?
No. It's one of these default. It's a neat thing in Call of Cthulhu where like. Let's see here. What is it under? It's not under skills. Not under combat. Not under backstory. Not under possessions either. Okay, so then I just need to look up what the idea skill. Oh, no, it's probably.
Maybe it's the same thing as something else, like you make a power.
It is, yeah. Like it's an idea is equal to your intelligence.
Aha.
So just give us an intelligence check, please.
Maybe we should.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. The box upstairs, remember?
So I finish with my cursing and take off my knuckles.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's not worth searching. And then I look around and then I go ooh, and then I go running up the stairs.
Addison, what are you doing?
Well, I'm thinking that we got to get out of here, but I see him running up the stairs, so I'm going to run after him to see if I can help.
Okay. So, Lady Avery, as you run back in the house, you can see that Addison is just rounding the corner of the stairs, heading upstairs, following along with Finn.
And I see the thug character is on the ground.
Yeah, and he's sprawled out.
I look for something to bind him.
Sure.
I'm like amateurs, and like look for something to bind him while he's unconscious.
Give us a luck check. Let's see how long it takes you. You see successful luck, and you'll find something like a cord or something that would be in there. There you go.
Nice.
What do you think is readily available right now? Maybe his belt.
Yeah, maybe his own belt.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Okay. I know
or
he's
like
wearing
his
coveralls,
suspenders or something. Yeah, his coveralls. Maybe I undo his coveralls and use them to bind his hands behind his back.
Lady Avery's, story is suddenly taking a very dark turn here. So, Finn, as you run upstairs, what is it you're looking for?
The footlocker, the box by the bed.
Good memory.
How about that, huh?
That is a feature I really like about this game. It's like,
Yeah.
if someone's had to sit for an hour watching their colleagues, be chased by space cats,
right.
You got a good mechanic like, hey, remember this?
Yeah.
All right, so upstairs, you throw that thing open, and that's when I get to reveal the Cthulhu version of a mimic. Just kidding.
No, that would be.
So within the padded interior is... let's see here. Oh my. Now this is unusual. What this is a red crystalline cube run through with jagged lines of yellow material. And there is just something captivating and unnerving about this. Addison, as you walk up as well, you look down. Would either of you, or rather both of you, can give us occult checks? This is going to be a hard check to have a sense of what this might be.
Aha!
Finn, the occultist, of course.
Yes.
Addison is like, a box. This thing is a quite rare item. This is something that you've only heard of. You've never experienced, Finn. This is a Heart of Dreams. A device that's said to allow those proficient and knowledgeable in its use to view other places in dreams. Distant countries, or it's said even distant worlds. What do you do?
Scoop.
Okay, so you pick this thing up carefully, this strange artifact. You could actually lift the box. It's not that heavy. It's a 2x2 box that carries this thing. It's all padded inside to keep it safe.
Oh, yeah. So I put it back down. I close the lid. We'll check later. Close the lid and make sure the box is movable.
Your strength is what, 35? Or you...
Come on now, 65. Strength is 65.
Okay, you're good. So you pick it up. I'll say Addison is quite strong. So you
that's true.
Lift this thing up. Addison, you take a look around. Apart from, what you would expect to find in a bedroom, there's not really much else of particular value here, or at least nothing that stands out as being of interest.
Okay, well, I say we should get the hell out of here because they called people.
All right. Okay. Finn needs no more encouragement.
Okay. So then you guys head down, and you can see that Lady Avery, her sword is, or whatever, a saber or whatever, is sort of set on the dining room table, and she's just finishing up tying up this fellow. Is he tied to something, Lady Avery, or are you just like kind of hog tying him, or what?
Yeah, probably like tied to the corner of the dining room table.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he seems secured. Lady Avery, you look over, and Finn is carrying a box.
Time to go. And he goes out the door.
Of course, agreed. And she grabs her sword and follows them out the door.
All right. And Addison, you're the last out the door.
Okay. I close it up and leave.
You guys all pile in, and then and Max says when the last of you gets in, lady?
Let's go.
Squeal of tires, and you pull out. Would everyone give us a spot hidden check, please? Ollie. Make sure you're, again, whenever you get a success, put a check mark next to the thing.
Oh.
Okay. Ollie, you're looking up, you set everything down, and you can see kind of like as you guys are getting to the end of the block and are going to turn around, you can see there are 2 carloads that sort of come around, vroom, vroom, onto the street. But fortunately, you can see as you're passing down the perpendicular street across the lawns, the 2 of them pull up in front, and there's a bunch of surly looking white dudes who all pile out. They all working class. They look very much like, duplicates of that thug that you faced in the house, and they're all piling into the house you just left. But you guys have made your escape. Where are you heading now, folks?
Where's
Time
the...
to catch your breath.
We're pouring a shaky drink.
Yeah.
Is it the Bronx that we're heading to tonight? Is there some gathering tonight?
Was there? I don't remember. I don't remember there was.
They
but
have a weekly gathering.
Yeah. The League
I
of
see.
Forgotten Men.
True.
And I mentioned to everybody that when I overheard them on the phone, he mentioned Seabrook's name, which is part of the League of Forgotten Men.
Do you remember the context that he mentioned, Seabrook?
He said Seabrook is right.
Or as Seabrook predicted, maybe, or something.
He said
like that?
it's exactly what Seabrook said about us.
Oh yeah.
It seemed to me. It was almost like Seabrook was tipping him off.
Well, we need to see what we've got here.
Yeah, I feel like we need to visit home.
So Finn, do you want to ask where they were hiding?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, Finn's. Well, first of all, Finn's got a couple of arms full of something sweet. So between that and and he just cracked that guy. So he's kind of reveling up there, and then he's like, "So where in the hell were you? Where'd you go? You're in the basement, eh?"
No, Finn. We were somewhere indescribable. Almost a fever dream. You all shared it. You all remember, right? And she looks at the other 2.
Do you remember that time, Finn, that we had absinthe at Lady Avery's apartment?
Oh, of course.
It was a lot like that.
Oh.
There were cats flying at the Saturn. We were hopping from rocks, and that's all I can say.
You can see there's this, you notice, now you can see in the light, as you guys are, before you pull into the, was it Lincoln Tunnel? I think that's one, Lincoln, not Holland.
Yeah, the pollen that's on us.
Yeah, you can see there's stuff on them. Are they drugged or something?
Yeah, I think that's what Lady Avery would think. It's like a shared psychic experience or something like that.
Yeah.
You think you were hypnotized, or
something beyond the power of hypnotism?
Huh?
Because you looked in that room. We looked in that room, and Percy was nowhere to be found. But when we arrived at this strange location, Percy's body was there, ravaged by these space cats. So there was some manner of reality to this dream.
And those flowers, the scent of those flowers seemed to.
It's really thick on you still too. Like as you wipe it away, this pollen, it sort of releases its odor when you touch the little particles of it.
Huh. So Percy didn't know about it, apparently. I mean, obviously he wouldn't have gone if he'd known that.
When we spoke to him, he made it sound as if he had not even been in that study. He wouldn't normally dare go in there against his master's will. I persuaded him to check there for us to see if there was some information as to where Ferdinand had gone. And after he was in there for but a few moments, we could not find him.
Lady Avery, why don't you give us a sanity check, please? Okay. The reason you've had one person disappear in your life, I don't know how much you feel you blame yourself for it, but the way you describe that, I imagine that it sounds like...
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
She's almost, maybe she would have even worded it like, we arrived there too late to save poor Percy.
Well, what I'm more thinking is that what you said, he wasn't going to go in there. The only reason he went in there is because you told him to.
No, I agree. But I'm saying, like, she also would have added to the story, like, we arrived too late to help him. Like, we, almost feeling like if we had been there
in the other space. Forgive me. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, if we had arrived at the other space earlier, maybe we could have helped him to escape too. Yeah.
And what about the cat? The cat that died and looked like it died 10 years ago all of a sudden.
Well, it lost all 9 lives during this journey.
Indeed it did. There's something about that cat.
Maybe it was part of the spell or the power of that protection that Ferdinand had placed on his office. Like a trap for the mind.
Maybe. At least a portal of his doing.
Something of that nature. I do not understand the powers and skill of magic that this man possesses, but obviously some aspects of it are legitimate.
So it doesn't sound like you saw any sign that Brendan Staley had been there, did you? In this other dimension?
Not in that dimension, no.
There's something weird about the... why don't you each give us an occult? Lady Avery, Addison, and Ollie give us an occult, because those robes you were wearing.
Oh, that's right. The detail almost was lost on them for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, understandably, right?
Yeah.
So, there's nothing there's nothing particular you remember about them, but just recall you had, like, amulets on and bizarre, like, padded shoulders, and... It's like no culture you can think of.
Right.
So, let's, all of you, now that you've got a chance to sort of try and organize stuff, you can see that among the objects in here, there are a couple of letters. So I think, why don't we do this here? First, what is that? Oh ho. Okay. One of my favorite things about playing Call of Cthulhu. Handouts.
Oh yeah.
So here are the first two, and why don't we have Jamie give them a read for us out loud? Because you're the one looking for. So start with the one March 25, 1934.
All right. My lord Fitnoris, it is with great honor that I send you this Latin fragment of the Narcotic text. The owner of one Leonel Montoya Jimenez of Alcantara, Spain, parted with it dearly, but I was certain it was held the secret of the crystals of Nafkin. Soon you'll be able to create a new shoe stone to find others like yourself. Vessels with bloodlines pure enough to host your countrymen. While I am in Europe, I hope to uncover other fragments of the ancient wisdom before I must return. Your obedient servant, Leopold Fontenelle. And the other is dated May 11th, 1934. My liege, I apologize that I have had so little good fortune in finding more fragments of the Narcotic texts. So much knowledge has been lost over the eons. The 15th century Narcotic manuscript you have is sorely lacking, but it remains the best source, even that pales in comparison to the one you consult in dreams. I still marvel at my own visit to that lingering shadow of Lomar, when I had the honor of witnessing you use the fabled heart of dreams to rescue the seeds of that poppy long extinct in the walking world, as well as acquire a sacred cat from many ringed Psychronosh to guard your treasures. Your humble advisor, Leopold Fontenelle.
That's from May 11, 1934, so almost a year to the day in the past. Oh, looks like... Oh, look at this. There's another one.
The many ringed.
Go ahead, Jamie.
Signarosh.
April 16th, 1935, so less than a month ago. Master, success. I have uncovered an entrance into the inner world not far from here. My theory was correct. There must be numerous paths into the vast deeps below us. The myths of the Red Indians, confused and primitive as they are, hinted at a racial memory of a time when they lived below the surface. Why mount an expedition to the impenetrable North Pole or the formidable Himalayas? Certainly the hidden civilizations of Hyperborea and Agartha would be a great prize, but for all the expense, are the Nazis any closer to seizing either? Even the sanctuaries of the Lemurians and other refugees from lost lands, rumored to exist under the Grand Tetons or Mount Shasta, are far enough away to ignore when we have an entrance in our own proverbial backyard. After all, if forbidden Yian Ho truly lies hidden between the poles, any path down might equally take us there. I am already making the arrangements for our trip on May 3rd to Saugerties for ourselves, your transplanted countrymen, and some assistance from the League. With boundless anticipation, Leopold Fontenelle, Lashab Nagorith.
E.I. Shub Niggeroth.
Yeah.
So, and then the final scrap of paper you find in here is this. Now you can just go ahead and describe what that is if you like.
See, so there are 6 names crossed out on the left, none of which I personally recognize. Norbert, Adelaide, Marguerite, Hugo, Brendan, Sterling. Okay, I do recognize him. And then Ivy Tinsdale. And on the right, there are 6 names that are not crossed out. Neglos, Dekelis, Inzikla, Lendalo, Kethnos, Zaralta.
And Saugerties, you know, is in New York State. Closer to the Catskills. Actually, in the Catskills.
Does the handwriting on this note match the Fontenelle handwriting?
Does not. Really?
I have a theory forming.
So, Argus Ferdinand, his specialty is discovering past lives, right? With his hypnosis. So is it possible that this list is of the past lives that he discovered, that Brandon Sterling was interesting to him because of Sterling was this Kethnos in a past life?
Yes.
That wasn't enough Irish in there, but just imagine just a ridiculous Irish.
That other letter spoke of them as if they were from another place, and he also spoke of them as vessels. Maybe these people, like poor Brendan, were susceptible to be used as vessels by these other spirits. Maybe Kathnos is a spirit of some sort that has taken the body of one Brendan Serling. The gray eyes were the eyes of Kathnos, not the eyes of Brendan.
Mm-hmm. So that's not his past life, but it may be who's using his body, you're saying.
Yes. Maybe Ferdinand described it as past lives to lure in the unsuspecting to his his plans. I would have laughed this off, but the other letter mentioned this strange cat and the rings, which we all experienced as all too real just moments ago or minutes ago.
Yeah, your transplanted countrymen. So apparently, like, Ferdinand is from this other place. Was Fontenelle is human, or else it would presumably read our transplanted countrymen. So Fontenelle is his servant, perhaps, and Argus. Ferdinand is from this other place.
Yes.
Same place as those names on the right side of that list.
What about this shoe stone they speak of? Is this what you found in the footlocker? Perhaps?
No, well, let's see. But indeed it does. What I found in the footlocker is it's that Heart of Dreams from the May 11th letter, when I had the honor of witnessing you use the fabled Heart of Dreams to rescue the seeds of that poppy. The Heart of Dreams lies in this box.
I wonder, this poppy must be necessary for them to enact their magic.
You think of the pollen that you've got on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Does anyone have botany?
Wow, that'd be a hero move right there.
Boy, I did not invest in botany.
This is why I love this game. It's like, yes, botany pays off, baby.
Actually, did you not? I thought maybe someone somewhere mentioned botany would be useful.
It could be Nick, who may have training in that, but okay.
I don't have botany.
You said the Sigertes is in New York?
Yeah.
You said,
And my apologies. I've been meaning to look up. I was going to ask George how to pronounce it. I don't know if it's Saugerties or Saugerties. It's in New York in any event. It's actually along the, I think it's along Hudson River.
Chances are they'll say it different than us no matter what.
Yeah, fair enough. Exactly. It's actually pronounced banana cake. Oh.
Yeah, right.
Fair enough.
See, that letter is from 34, where he mentions the shoe stone, which I think he must have completed. See, this is the part here. The vessels with bloodlines pure enough to host your countrymen. That's the part that makes me think that our dear Brendan may have been replaced by this Kethnos.
I think Ollie will try to scrape up some of the pollen and fold it into a piece of paper just in case he needs to show that to anybody later.
Yeah. Well, and if you guys have, like, you should have contacts as well. So if you do have contacts somewhere, you may be able to follow up with them. I mean, that guy in the coveralls, he was working in the greenhouse, so maybe you could ask him.
Yeah.
Right.
Excuse me, sir. So what do you make of all that?
Well, this last letter from this year, what was the date that Brendan disappeared?
It is the 8th today, and it is a Wednesday. He was last seen Thursday night, so that would have been around May 1st or so.
Yes, see, he says there in that letter that they've made arrangements for their trip on May 3rd.
Hence the camping trip, if you will.
Saugerties is near the Catskills. It's near Woodstock. It's near a couple of things. So it's any of you who characters who are familiar with New York would know that it's, you know, up in those mountains. There's lots of lodges and retreats and whatnot that were quite popular, spas and such.
Saugerties camping trip.
We may need to make preparations to head up into the mountains.
And this confirms the involvement of the League.
You would want at least an evening to one of you guys can study the way that the Cthulhu Mythos Tomes work in this is you can study there's two things. You can peruse, and then you can, to briefly review, and then you can properly study tomes, so long as you have the language. Depending on how much time, the quick look will tell you what's in there, and will give you, and you can use also the books you can use as references. So, for instance, if you need to make a Cthulhu Mythos roll but you have no scores in it, you might be able to look through the book and try and find it.
Oh, interesting. And also, I'm wearing completely the wrong outfit for this adventure.
Well, it is only about 1:30 by the time you guys come out the other side of Lincoln Tunnel back into Manhattan.
Right.
So you still have, and this is just a Cthulhu thing, you can choose to follow up on all leads and then, proceed, or you can choose to take some stuff and then proceed, knowing that you may not have followed all leads, and you may...
Well, the other letter does mention the assistance from the League. So maybe if we do go to their open meeting and learn a little bit about what their involvement could be, we will be more prepared for what awaits us in the at Saugates.
So here's some other things you can do that aren't just like the clear things that are listed here. One of the things that is often the case with Cthulhu Adventures is you can choose to try and follow up on things that aren't clear leads. Like you could search records for things. For instance, the names that you found there, you could potentially follow up with those names, and if you've got police contacts, or if you've got review newspapers to see missing people reported. Ditto for any other name that's in here. You may be able to find someone's address. You may be able to find some information about someone. The game does allow a lot of creativity in that. It's not just kind of like, King's Quest style things where it's just like a flashing clear, here's the clue. Those will exist as well, but it's also an opportunity for you to try and, kind of troubleshoot and feel out in the world to find other information.
Those names, they seem similar in their ethnicity, maybe like ancient Greek or something of that nature. Yeah, it seems worth.
Finn, you're the one who definitely. Why don't you give us a cult check now that you've seen those names? Oh my!
Just outside of it.
This is a pretty hard one anyway that you would need, because it's similar to Cthulhu Mythos. You have no earthly idea whether it's in Greek. What you've said is probably what you think is the closest.
It's
thing.
Greek to me, but
so a lot to consider.
Yeah.
And I think we'll give you 2 weeks to do so. So, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for Chapter 1, or Part 1, of our proper playthrough of A Cold Fire Within. Definitely a lot of unusual things uncovered today. And also one thing we'll take a look at is first aid, because I think that you might be able to apply first aid to certain people. Yeah. But as is, we'll be back in 2 weeks' time, and then I think the one after that is when I'm going to be on vacation. So we do have a session in 2 weeks' time. And I think, Gary, you're on vacation in 2 weeks, right? Yeah. Okay. So Addison will be taking a what do you call it? Exunt from the stage for one act, but we'll be back afterwards. As is always the case, for those listening at home, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. You can also find a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where we have a channel dedicated to Lovecraftian RPGs as well as this campaign, and a bunch of every other campaign we run on the channel. There's tons of great people over there. There's a bunch of other great channels as well, like Finding a Group, like Convention Chat that Sean very helpfully keeps them well maintained. People share information about RPG deals and whatnot, and just a great community that enjoys talking about RPGs. You also can enjoy the spam of photos of my dogs and everyone else's pets too. So I do enjoy that channel quite a bit. In addition, there's a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print games, including a bunch of out-of-print and older edition Call of Cthulhu stuff. You can find that Noble Knight has a terrific selection of new RPGs, board games, and card games, but my favorite thing about them and why I started using them as my preferred source for hard-to-find and out-of-print games is their want list feature. If they don't have in their incredible stock what you're looking for, you can click on a wish list or want list feature, and they will send you an email when whatever it is you're looking for is in. I still am eagerly awaiting that email over my the one missing D20 Conan game. But I will be very happy when that comes in. The pricing of things are commensurate with the demand. There are some things that are going to be pricier just because more people want to buy them, and there's going to be things you can get for cheaper. I've mentioned before I filled my Aberrant first edition collection at about $10 a book because this was cheaper than what it was at retail. And if you purchase $10 or more through their website, enter the code MUSINGS at checkout, and you will save yourself 10% on your purchase. In addition, there's a link down below to something called Heroes Save Villages. That is the charity fundraising campaign we run on the channel. It benefits the SOS Children's Villages International Charity, a really great organization active in over 130 countries, benefiting over 80,000 orphan and abandoned children, including ongoing relief efforts in Ukraine and the surrounding countries at the time of recording. All money that is donated through that link goes directly to SOS Children's Villages International. None of it goes to the channel or any other middleman. It just goes to help out the kids who benefit from their services. And we have two small ways of saying thank you. One of them is that in December, we'll be having our next charity raffle. And at the next charity raffle, we will be giving away a bunch of cool gaming prizes. And for every $25 that you donate through that link, Canadian, you get one chance to win the grand prize or one of the other great prizes. If you want to see what was awarded last time, head on over to the Charity Initiatives channel on the Dungeon Musings Discord server, and you can see all the prizes that were given away, including gaming stuff and some cool stuff from the Dungeon Musings Red Bubble Shop and a chainmail dice bag made by our resident armorsmith Dave. In addition, there is we have charity games throughout the year, and our next one will be at the end of November, and it will be a channel favorite. It is Modifius Entertainment's Conan Adventures in an Age Undreamed Of. We'll be playing a one-shot of Conan, and there's, what was it, Conan the Exiles? I think, what was the newest one that came out? Conan...
Oh...
Whatever.
You just posted.
Yeah, I just posted it.
Right?
There's a new one that came out today that looks really cool. So, but what we're going to do is, like our last charity session where we played Eden Studios' awesome All Flesh Must Be Eaten.
Conan.
The Age of Conan. There we go. We're going to be have donors tell us what kind of Conan story we're going to play. You know, the barbarian, the thief, the conqueror, the king. And then similarly, they'll be able to shape other things. So if you've donated since June of 2022, you'll be able to vote on what each week they'll have different things we're voting on, and that'll help shape what the next charity session is going to be. Voting on that will start, I think, at the beginning or end of October, I guess, leading up to the session on a weekly basis. So two ways to help shape a way to shape how games we're going to be playing on the channel, a way to win some cool gaming stuff, and most importantly, a way to help out some kids who could really use some help. The last thing I will say is a huge thank you to our stalwart investigators. Guys, congratulations surviving the cats from Saturn. And Jamie, welcome to the investigators group as well.
Thank you for having me.
So for those listening at home, we'll be back in 1935 New York in 2 weeks' time. Until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off the troubles of our world and and think of the troubles that our heroes are uncovering in the suburbs of New Jersey. So until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.